And well, hello. Mm-mm,
I can hear you.
I can't hear me. There we go. All right, welcome to the USA Bowl weekend presented by 360 Sports. This is the Summer National Championship game with number 4 Texas Raiders against the Illinois Cowboys. And we've already had the kickoff, and we're going to apologize to you right away. Numbers for the Texas Raiders, Red Raiders. We know who the quarterback is. That's about it.
Before we get this going, my name's Kyle DeWitt. I'll be doing color commentary. But both teams are respective champions of their leagues. Texas Red Raiders, the BSFL champions, and the Illinois Cowboys are the NLFL champions.
Handoff on the first play. Ball's out to the 29-yard line for a 1-yard gain. Quarterback Nick Petrie, number 7, or at least that's what we think it says out there.
It is number 7. I was watching him throw the ball in warm-ups, and he's got a pretty good deep ball. Like, he's got very good arm talent. And it looks like they're trying to run a spread option, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to throw around the football a little bit today.
And by the way, I'm Billy Matthews, your play-by-play guy. Petrie looks, he pulls the ball back in, finds his man out here on the sidelines, and running, he overthrows the ball to his wide receiver.
Well, I was saying he had good arm talent during the warm-ups, and yeah, he's got a strong arm, but he overthrew him that time, so. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 early on for the Texas Red Raiders.
Texas, a member of the Big Southern Football League, and the Illinois Cowboys from the Northern Lights Football League. Earlier in the day, we got to see the River City Rough Riders from the Northern Lights, and their only loss was to this Cowboy team. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Petrie ready to throw. He's going to run the ball up the middle and gets pulled down. After a couple of yards gained, bring up a 4th down.
That took really strong hands there by Petrie in order to hold on to the football because he was just holding the ball with one hand, trying to run it up the middle, and there was a guy trying to swipe it at him, and he was very fortunate to hold on to the football right there. 4th and 5.
We're glad that you joined us here today. We don't take you guys for granted, and we're glad to bring you this great semi-pro football. We are at Daytona Municipal Stadium in Daytona Beach, Florida. Petrie looking, throws the ball, and it is juggled, and not a very good juggler. Wouldn't have done good on any of the, America's Got Talent. He would have gotten voted off.
Well, it was a very good throw there by Petrie to the intended receiver coming back on a comeback route right to the sticks, but just pops out of the hands of the intended receiver, and the Illinois Cowboys are going to take over with amazing field position at the 33-yard line.
We've seen a lot of teams here taking chances on 4th down this weekend, and it continues in this ball game.
Well, that's also because a lot of teams haven't been good at punting the football either.
Yeah, that is true.
That is one thing about semi-pro football is that a lot of the teams are built based off athletes, not kickers and punters.
All right, we got a shotgun formation. I was trying to see if the running back was behind him or beside him. High snap. Jet sweep around the right side. Picks up about 4 yards before going out of bounds.
Good job by Devion Hodges right there, the slot wide receiver, to come on the jet sweep to find the corner and get as many yards as possible to get a manageable 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Illinois Cowboys.
So inside the 30-yard line now for the Cowboys.
Threatening early, a good 2.5 minutes into the ball game. I'm trying to see a number there for the quarterback.
Yeah, they're not easy to read, but at least you can read them to some degree. And now we have the pistol formation with him right behind it. and runs the ball off the right side of the center and looked like he was going to get a stop for a loss, able to pick up about a yard on the play.
Yeah, able to pick up a yard or two there on the inside zone action out of the pistol. Good blocking up front, just a good play by the linebacker for the Texas Red Raiders in order to make the stop. I did end up seeing the number for the quarterback for the Illinois Cowboys. It's number 1, Andre Locke Jr., going to be the starting quarterback today for the NFL champions.
So Locke, again, in the pistol formation, he had twins left and right, has a man in motion. Hands off to man up the middle. He's got a lot of running room inside the 10-yard line down to about the 8.
Yeah, good action right there, trying to combining the last two plays from the inside zone and the jet sweep, faking the jet sweep with the motion, going back to the inside zone, getting the linebackers caught looking in the backfield to get up a big gain. It's going to be first down and goal for the Illinois Cowboys. Good play calling.
Now they are going to put it actually outside the 9, and very difficult place now because you got to go a long way to get a touchdown and no first down possible here.
Yeah, the running back on that last carry was number 4, Dwayne Milton, on the carry. He looked very explosive on that one run, though. Looked very powerful and very explosive. Look for him to get a bulk load of carries today.
And jet sweep again, run to the left side, trying to find some running room. Great job by the Red Raiders in cutting off that lane on the outside.
Yeah, if I read the number correctly, I'm pretty sure it's right, but number 21, Gregory Dixon to stop him in his tracks right there at the line of scrimmage, going to bring him second down and goal from the 9.
Locke takes the ball, looks. He pulls it down. It looked like he was going to throw it. Now he's going to run the ball and dives in for the touchdown.
Making a little bit of magic happen there for that touchdown. Andre Locke Jr. pump fakes twice, jukes out one, and dives into the end zone. Looking Lamar Jackson-esque over there for the Illinois Cowboys to get their first points on the board, 6-0 Cowboys.
He thinks he watches a lot of NFL football?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like all these guys should be watching at least some NFL football.
Some of them watch too much NFL football we've seen today.
I am one of those people that watch too much NFL football,
well,
so that's perfectly okay.
Some of these guys think they can do some of the things that those guys that you see on Sundays do. But so looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Trying to go up by 8.
That's something else. We haven't seen a lot of field goal kicking here this weekend, and too much time. So Locke is a little upset about that. And, you know, the quarterback, like you said, at another time today, they need to find where that clock is and know where it is before the game starts.
Well, yeah, the clock is right to the left of the scoreboard there on the home side, and on the away side is right to the left of the American flag. It's pretty visible, pretty clear, pretty distinct.
Locke looking, throws across the middle. He had a guy wide open, but threw it down in the dirt.
Yeah, he had his guy going on a crossing route through the back of the end zone, just threw it behind him, and it's incomplete.
So we have a 6-0 game, and we are just under 10 minutes into the ball game. And each team has had one possession, and the Cowboys are on the board, not the Red Raiders.
Well, the Red Raiders definitely coming in here as a favorite, nationally ranked number 4 in the 360 Sports rankings. And the Illinois Cowboys, even though they are NFL champions, after beating the number 9 River City Rough Riders in the NFL championship game, they're not ranked. So, I mean, I guess the Cowboys got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, and they got something to prove.
All right. We are ready for the Cowboys to kick off. Got the scoreboard flip-flopped on us over here right now. So
yeah, saying on the scoreboard the Red Raiders are up 6-0 when we all know who's winning right now.
Yeah.
looks like the receiver that was lining up that was trying to catch that 2-point conversion is going to be doing the place kicking.
Pretty good kick. Goes inside the 10 to the 15 to the 20, 25, 30. Still on his feet. Stays in bounds. Makes a cut. He's got a lot of running room now. He's got to get past one player. And he would have had the rest of the field all to himself. Is going to be taken down at the 40-yard line.
Well, that was number 12, Kobe Jones, on the return. And I think he tried to do one too many cutbacks right there. He had 3 cutbacks. He had green grass. And the last time he tried to do a cutback was right into a player.
Looks like we're bringing it back, though.
Oh, man, it's always the good returns. It always have flags, right?
Flag at the 30-yard line.
It's probably going to be a legal block in the back or a hold. It's going to be one of the two.
And where it's thrown is nowhere near where the ball was at.
No, so that's how you know it's one of the two.
Yeah.
There's this guy standing on the Texas Red Raider sideline wearing a yellow beanie, and every single time I see him wearing it, I always think that it's a flag. So it's kind of throwing me off a little bit.
I do know in Texas that it's down around 20 degrees or below, so he ought to be nice and warm right now.
Well, it doesn't look like he is. It looks like he's kind of cold. Yeah, but after the holding penalty, it's going to bring him back to probably the 20-yard line, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It is NFL modified rules for those who did not know watching this broadcast. And, wow, it looks like it's going to be even more. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So, what, a clipping call? Possibly. I don't know what other offensive penalty you can get on a kickoff that can be 15 yards.
Yeah. I didn't see the call actually made by the white hat.
I mean, offensive face mask on a block, maybe.
All right, so we start out at the 15 for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, Petrie comes back on the field. Didn't have really that good of a first drive. Didn't have a lot of time in the pocket in order to find his receivers.
Shotgun. One of the receivers goes in motion. Running back looking for some room. Every time he keeps popping out, every time he keeps popping outside, there's one more guy out there, and he got clotheslined at the 17-yard line.
Louis Nunez just came up and laid the hammer on that play right there. That was one heck of a play to only stop him for 2. But you're right. That play was designed to go in the middle in an inside zone. He bounced it outside one too many times, and he paid the price.
If you have no blockers out there, eventually the sideline shows up.
Yeah, the sideline is a 12th defender on the field at all times.
Petrie now calling signals, second down. He has to step up in the pocket. Did a great job of doing that. Throws on the run, hits his receiver at the 30-yard line.
Yep, that's exactly what you need to do right there whenever the pressure's coming off the edge. Step up in the pocket and find the open receiver down the field. And he kept his eyes downfield the whole time. He didn't just tuck it and run it. He wanted to throw the football. That was a good quarterback play right there.
So we have twin receivers left and right like we have from the very start with the Red Raiders. Looks like that's what we're going to see all night long.
Yeah, 8:30 and counting here in the first quarter. Looks like the Cowboys are going to sit back in coverage.
Quick throw over in the flat on the left side. Again, trying to juke the player and able to get about a yard and the out of bounds. Finally makes the tackle.
Petrie struggled so far. I mean, he's been able to throw the ball downfield pretty consistently in a couple 10-plus yard attempts that he's thrown. But on those short flat routes, just trying to hit checkdowns in space. I mean, he's basically overthrown it over his head almost every single time so far. He needs to make that adjustment if the Raiders want to keep on moving the ball down the field.
And so far, he's shown that stepping up in the pocket is something he's very good at.
Yeah, he has very good pocket presence. Looks like he has very good footwork as well.
And handoff to the right side. Again, not a lot of blocking, but outruns the defenders and tries to stay in bounds. They're going to say he made it to the 50-yard line, to the 49 of the Cowboys territory.
Yeah, it looks like that was number 9, Tyreek Gray, on that jet sweep carry. The Texas Red Raiders so far are trying to get on the perimeter as much as possible and use their athletes in space to try and pick up yards. It hadn't really worked out so far, but that play ended up working out. Gray was able to turn the corner and get a huge gain. Now they're in opponent territory.
Well, you got two teams, like you said, that won their leagues, and they should have a good showing here today. Petrie now.
Blitz going to be coming off the right side right here.
Hands off. There was a hole on that left side that a truck could have driven through.
Yeah, I saw Petrie check to the run at the line of scrimmage. Blitz coming off the right, run it to the left, run it away from where the blitzers are. I mean, that's just simple football at the end of the day, and it's enough for a first down. Good offense.
Ball's going to be on the 37-yard line. I think I could have made a few yards on that play.
I don't know, man. I think you could have got a first down if you really wanted to. You could have carried a couple defenders. Let's see.
All right. First down again for the Red Raiders. They've got something going on this drive that they didn't have in that first drive.
They're doing a good job spreading the defense out, making sure that there's not a lot of people in the box.
And looking downfield. Petrie needs to do something. He throws it
wide open.
Wide open. Got rid of it just before he got to the line of scrimmage and throws a touchdown pass.
Wow. Yet again, the pocket presence by Petrie. Being able to evade the pressure, seeing the pressure in the interior so we can roll out right, finding a man wide open, throwing on the run, fading away out of bounds to find his man open in the end zone for the touchdown. That is a championship level throw right there. There's a reason why this team is ranked number 4 in the nation, and it's probably because of that man right there. What a throw, what a catch, and we got a tie ball game.
Sun comes out again here at Daytona Beach. We have a lot of sun here for all you people that are listening that are in that cold weather. It's a nice time to head to Daytona Beach for a nice week-long vacation.
Yeah, we still got about 2 more hours here of sunlight before we go to having to turn on the stadium lights.
Petrie now with 2 backs in the backfield. Throws a quick slant across the middle for the 2-point conversion.
Great job on the RPO right there. Fake run in the outside zone. Well, had the option to either hand it off or throw it, and the man was wide open on the slant.
We had a pancake block, and then another offensive lineman came up and stood over him and taunted him, and we just had a penalty called on that after the score. So that'll go on the kickoff.
Yeah, that was number 6, Jamarco Johnson catching the 2-point conversion right there. Yeah, the numbers are just a little bit delayed because they're really hard to read. But we're going to get as many out there as we possibly can.
You are going to get them out there.
I was about to say, I'm the only one that's been able to read a number.
I can see there's players on the field, okay?
There is Texas Red Raiders on the field.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. But that pancake block was beautiful. It's just the fact the taunting afterwards by another offensive lineman was ridiculous.
Well,
like I said, it's going to be a penalty afterwards.
It's going to be a penalty every single time. So instead of kicking from the 35, they're probably going to end up kicking from the 20 if it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yep.
But yet again, it was a designed RPO on that 2-point conversion play right there. And the lineman got a great pancake block because he thought he was run blocking. He didn't know he was going to end up passing the football. Oh, looks like it's going to be – no, he's moving it back now.
They mark it off after everybody gets on the field.
Man, they're going to be kicking from the 20. The Illinois Cowboys are going to have great field position right here.
It's just like a safety now after
Basically,
a safety.
Yeah, because after a safety, you either punt or kick from the 20.
Well, it's 8-6 now, though. The Red Raiders up over the Illinois Cowboys.
Well, they definitely made some adjustments there after that first drive because that first drive, they went nowhere and nowhere fast. And they basically did whatever they wanted on that second drive offensively.
You want to put a bet on, I'll say, Dallas Cowboys somewhere along the way today?
Man, what are you betting that you do say it or are you betting you don't say it?
I don't know. It almost came out just a while ago.
I was going to say because I guarantee that you'll say it at some point, especially with the blue jerseys.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh,
a
man.
kick off the side of his foot, and it didn't go far enough. So it will be downed. And the Cowboys will have great field position
So
at
is
the
this-
24-yard line.
Is this why we don't see a lot of place kicking in these kind of games? Man, that was a pretty good attempt at an onside kick. It didn't go 10 yards, but if that was supposed to be an onside kick, it was a pretty good job. It almost went 10 yards.
If that was an attempted onside kick, they need to shoot the coach that called for it.
Yeah, from your own 20-yard line,
Yeah.
an onside kick.
Oh, boy. It won't stay 8-6 very long. I'm going to guarantee that.
Well, like how you keep on saying that you're going to say the Dallas Cowboys. At some point, I'm going to say Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same way with
too.
that. Andre Locke, the quarterback, has 3 backs in the backfield with him. And the tailback gets hit as soon as he gets the ball at the 30-yard line.
Well, the play design was great up until a point. You had 3 lead blockers out front of that running back over to the right, but you didn't have anybody blocking the edge on the left, so he was able to come in untouched. I'm pretty sure that play design is supposed to happen fast enough where that defensive end can't make that play, but he made that play because he is athletic enough to make it.
You mentioned calling Texas Tech Red Raiders, and we are excited because they're one of their starting linebackers, the captain of the defense, will be playing for the UCF Knights next year.
Josiah Pierre.
Yeah.
Same play design on the other side.
And we have a flag thrown in the backfield, so that will be coming back.
Yep, that is in the vicinity of holding, and it will be holding every single time. So from second and forever, it's going to be second down and very forever now. It's going to be second down and 25.
Illinois was given a gift, and they're giving it back. I mean,
we're already past Christmas season. We don't need to keep on giving people things. How about you earn it?
Okay. Well,
earn your points.
At least the kick's not looking so bad now.
Maybe Illinois just feels bad about that attempted onside kick, so now they're going back so they can actually have a real drive.
Second down. And let's see. 25 yards to go for a first down, 26 yards to go for a first down.
Well, Andre Locke definitely proved on the first drive that he's able to push the ball down the field and throw the ball effectively. So, honestly, the second down and 25 isn't the worst thing in the world. You basically got 3 plays to get 25 yards.
Snap. Locke looking. He's in trouble. He gets away. Great job of rolling out. He's got plenty of room to run the football. And fumbled the ball right into his own hands.
Man, that was a great job to evade that pressure, man. I keep on saying it, but he looks he looks like Lamar Jackson out there, man. And able to evade that pressure, juke out another guy at the line of scrimmage in order to pick up 12. And now you got a third down and somewhat manageable.
Well, it's hard to compare, against pros and different people. But we have a timeout called by Illinois or college players or whatever. But it's hard to realize both these quarterbacks, why they're not playing at the next level somewhere.
No, they need to be. Maybe they're. We don't know the ages of these guys, but maybe these guys could be playing in college somewhere if they're in the right age. If they're in the right age range, because Andre Locke is showing that he is a amazing dual threat quarterback so far here in this first quarter, and then Nick Petrie showing that he is an improviser and that he can make deep throws down the field look effortless. So both of these guys definitely have enough talent to go play professional football somewhere, not even just semi-pro. These guys, I hope that there's a scout in the stands somewhere watching these games to watch these guys, because like I said before, these guys deserve a shot.
Well, even if it's overseas or someplace, because a lot of guys get a shot over there, but you got to be willing to go over there.
Well, also the brand new UFL.
Yeah.
The USFL and the XFL just merged, and they start, they just had their draft, and they're still picking up free agents. So who knows? Maybe there's a couple scouts here from the UFL to watch these guys.
All right. Third down now. You need about 13 yards for a first down. And it would be a shame if Illinois didn't do something with that gift that was given to them on the awful kick. Pressure is on, and Locke goes down. Great defensive pressure by the Red Raider team, and I saw a flag go to the moon.
Yep, flag goes to the moon. But that time, good play call on 3rd down and long by Texas Red Raiders. They send 6 whenever they're only blocking 5 because they sent the running back out on a route, and there was just too many people for the offensive line to block. And it doesn't matter how athletic Andre Locke is, he wasn't getting out of that. So so now the referees are now huddled to see what they're going to call here, but it doesn't look like the body language of the Illinois Cowboys is favoring them.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see, because with the conversation, they a lot of times that means that there are offsetting penalties.
I only saw one flag thrown, though, but I mean, he could be throwing the one flag for both.
All right.
After the play, personal foul on the defense.
Right. And that will
be
be it.
So Illinois gets handed yet another gift.
That should be a first down.
It's an automatic first down.
That's right.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was going to be a first down anyway, even with just the yardage. So, and they are good. Looks like they're spotting the ball at the 19. So it looks like they only get like 6 yards on the penalty, but they get an automatic first down.
Well, yeah, but it was a dead ball, and he had been sacked further back, though.
That is true.
But it's 6 yards from where the line of scrimmage was at. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 yards after the end of the play.
All right, Locke now. That pretty much where they started from.
Yeah, basically. Exactly. It is wasted 2 minutes on the clock.
There's the jet sweep to the right. He's got good blocking, big hole, and is inside the 10, almost down to the 5-yard line.
What a burst of speed there by Devion Hodges. I mean, that's now the second time they've run that jet sweep, and yeah, he looks very athletic and very fast. I can see why. Now there's another flag down to the 20.
And that is going to be against Illinois, I'm sure.
Well, there's 2 flags down to the field, one at the 17 and one at the 21.
It's going to be a long ball game.
I know. We still got 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
All that yellow laundry really slows the game down, especially when they have to have conversations about it.
Exactly. Back to that jet sweep, though. I'm waiting for Andre Locke to pull it on one of those jet sweeps and just keep it up the middle. I feel like that's what the Illinois coach is trying to set up right now.
Yeah, that looks like unsportsmanlike conduct, and it's going to be against Illinois.
Yet again, they get handed a gift, and they don't want it. They just hand it right back. They want to work for their touchdown.
Well, and when they run that jet sweep, I'm sure what happened on it, there was some sort of, something said and done that at the end of the play after it had already gone by.
Yeah, now it's first down and 25. What do you got on the play sheet for first and 25?
And the same thing I had when
a run up the middle.
And we got a timeout called by Illinois. Oh, my gosh.
Well, he saw the play clock running down, and he knew that he wasn't going to be able to get it off before the penalty, so he just ended up calling a timeout. It was a good, smart play.
Oh, gee whiz. Okay. Kyle, talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Whatever I want to talk about?
Yeah.
Well, what are the best plays for first and 25? I mean, I figured you'd just try and –
just a quick slant across the middle. Something like it. And the quick slant across the middle does the same thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just something to try to get 5 yards, and it may break.
Quick 5 to 6 yards. The last couple plays, though, Texas Red Raiders, they have sent the blitz. So I would like to see a little bit of misdirection or some sort of screen. That's a good call on a first.
I'm on the play clock now. He walks up, though, and talks to his offensive line. There's some sort of change that they made.
I think he's changed to the protection at the line.
And he's looking, steps into the pocket, throws the ball. He's got a guy out there, and touchdown.
Or you throw a touchdown pass on 1st and 25. Jamarco Johnson again caught the 2-point conversion, and here he is again. That was 2 on the catch.
Was that in your playbook?
2 on the catch. 2. Deonta Stevens with the touchdown catch.
And we're going to show the replay here.
Yeah, that was definitely not on my play sheet. This is why I'm up here in the booth and not on the field.
And a great defense on the play, but it just was able to thread the ball in there.
I don't know. Stevens had him beat by about 2 or 3 yards. He had a couple steps on him, so the ball was just underthrown. That's why it looked like good coverage. He was wide open though.
All right, going for the 2-point conversion again.
Yeah, the Cowboys really need this. They need this 2-point conversion because if the Red Raiders go down and score again, they have the lead even without the 2-point conversion.
They got lots of time. In fact, play clock ran out again.
Oh, my gosh.
They took a long time afterwards, even huddling up.
I don't think I ever want to see the color yellow after we leave here today. I've seen enough yellow for today.
Oh, we do have a championship game that's also available. It's the number 1 and number 2 team in the nation playing against each other. So
for the top 25 national championship game.
Yeah. All right, we've got to get a lot more on this to be able to get the 2 points. There comes the blitz, and Locke is sacked again. And so they'll fail on the 2-point conversion. The score is 12-8. The Illinois Cowboys over the Texas Red Raiders.
Yeah, they sent 7 that time on the blitz again. And I was looking in the end zone to see if there was anyone open, and there was still no one open. So they were just playing a cover 0 blitz and running man coverage behind it, and it worked out to perfection, and the blitz came home.
Well, I tell you what. Illinois put a lot into that to score 6 points.
Man, that took way longer than it needed to be. I think they got the ball with 7 minutes left to go on the opponent 20-yard line, and it took them 5 minutes to score.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what the Red Raiders are going to do with the ball whenever they get it back. I would probably assume that Nick Petrie is going to keep on slinging the ball around.
And we're actually going to see a kick from the normal spot, 35-yard line.
Well, let's see if we're going to see one off the side of the foot again.
Yeah, hopefully it'll go more than 7 yards.
Well, the last time Stevens kicked off the ball, it was actually a really good kick.
This is fun. I'm enjoying this out. I really am. These guys are playing their hearts out here. And we're ready for the kick. It is just a squib out to the 35-yard line, a little bit of running room. And that guy never thought he would be able to return a kick today in this ball game, and returns it all the way to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, looks like that was number 6, Jamarco Johnson on the return. The same guy who caught the 2-point conversion for the Texas Red Raiders earlier returns that kick into plus territory. So Petrie's going to have solid field position to start this next drive.
You know, every once in a while when the sun hits off of those numbers, I can read them.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, the sun has to hit it just right.
I do see one of the receivers over there, number 1, Andrew Turner. Looks like he's playing the Y receiver out to the outside, and he looks like he has some pretty good size. And I wouldn't be surprised if Petrie tries to find him on this drive.
Oh, we have another penalty.
Oh, who would have thought?
Yeah, another 5 yards out to the 36-yard line.
Double running back set right here. Wouldn't be surprised if I see another outside zone.
And a handoff to the left. A lot of yardage made there that didn't think was going to happen, and a little pushing and shoving goes on after the play.
A lot of extracurricular activity going on as of right now. I couldn't see the number if we ran the ball right there, but it was a pretty good run up the middle. Number 2? 2-2.
Matt's got binoculars so he can see. He's our spotter now, right?
Brett McCoy was on the carry that time for the Red Raiders to get a gain of 5.
And a handoff to the back, coming to the right side, looking for some blocking, cuts it back up the middle, and enough for a first down inside the 25-yard line.
Kobe Jones, that's his second carry of the ball game. A good job getting the outside zone right there, finding the hole and cutting up the middle to go north and south to pick up just enough for the first down. And now the Red Raiders are back almost outside the red zone.
Well, now I figured I need to get a new laptop and I need to get some new binoculars.
I need a pair of binoculars, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, 125 and counting left to go here in the first quarter. Let's see if the Red Raiders can get back on the board here before the end of the first.
First down on the 25-yard line. The Raiders team really is very consistent, and Petrie now looking. He gets out of trouble and throws the ball away. He was out of the pocket. It goes over the line of scrimmage, out of bounds, so no intentional grounding.
A great experience move there by Petrie, getting out of the pocket, not finding anything he wanted, and just throwing it out of bounds. And it just save his team another down.
As we have mentioned, both these quarterbacks, they know what they're doing out there, plus have the athletic ability.
Yeah, Petrie definitely has the ability to get – I mean, he's not really much of a runner, but he's more of an improviser. He's able to get out of the pocket and make throws and use his legs in order to create more plays for his team.
He avoids trouble.
Yes.
Handoff, left side. There was a hole there. Cut back up the middle, still on his feet after getting hit inside the 10-yard line.
That looked like it was Kobe Jones again on the carry. Inside the 10-yard line at the 8, so it's going to be first down and goal from the 8, man. That dude's explosive going through the hole. He's not really that big, but all he needs is that little sliver of space, and he can run in between the tackles and get a big gain.
Again, cutting to the right, heading toward the left, cut to the right, back up the middle, and another nice pickup.
Yeah, gain of 2 right there. Brings up a second and goal from the 6. Looks like Jones is going to take a quick break. You got 15 seconds here. Let's see if they take another snap here before the end of the quarter. I don't believe they will, though. Yeah, they're going to the sideline.
They're going to go to the sideline. So with the score, the Illinois Cowboys 12 and the Texas Red Raiders 8, we're going to take a little break here from the USA Bowl and presented by 360 Sports. All right, we are back here at Daytona Beach, Florida. the USA Bowl weekend that's taking place. It's a great event down here.
It's been a great day.
Petrie throws the ball and has a man wide open out here in the flats for a touchdown.
That was number 8 on the touchdown catch, Clarence Baker, coming out of the backfield in order to get the catch for the touchdown. That's Petrie's second touchdown toss of the day. And yeah, I think he's already over 100 passing yards for the day as well. He has to be.
Wouldn't surprise me, yeah, because he had that one long one here for the touchdown.
Yeah, now we're just at the start of the second quarter, and we're already. I mean, if you had the over on this game from Vegas, I mean, you're looking pretty good right now because we're already at 26 points scored, maybe 28.
Yeah, sort of like Texas and Washington in this college football playoffs.
The college football playoff game. I don't know. I think Nick Petrie and Andre Locke Jr. are kind of.
Oh, ball was set up in the air. It had been another foot further. Would have been a perfect pass. It was short enough the defender was able to knock it down.
And guess who the intended receiver was? Petrie. They lined Petrie out at receiver at a wildcat, and they tried to throw him up a fade ball, and he almost came down with it.
Yeah. He's a big guy, so, I mean, why not?
Yeah, he's a pretty big guy. It looks like he has good jump ball skills, too, so. And he's out there wearing a ski mask like it's 20 degrees outside. It's warm. It's warm here.
Hey, buddy, call home, find out how cold it is. Really would love to know. We don't have any idea with either one of these teams where these players are, what their hometowns are or anything. And a couple of them, we did have that information.
Now it's just a matter of if the Cowboys can respond, because now this is going to be the first time where they haven't had good field position all game. Because their first drive, they started inside plus territory, and their second drive, I mean, we know they started at the opponent 20-yard line. So this will be the first time where they actually start at see if they can sustain an actual drive.
Well, it's 14-12, the Red Raiders over the Cowboys, and it seems like it should be a whole lot more than that.
No, these teams are going up and down the field right now. Not a lot of defense being played, but that makes it exciting for everyone at home. Unless you really like defense, and I'm sorry for you. It looks like they have a new kicker, too. It looks like somebody else is doing the place kicking this time.
All right, we are waiting for the kick. And a line drive left-footed kick.
That's better.
It is inside to the 18-yard line, and anytime the ball hits the ground like that and takes funny bounces, it gives your defense a chance to get down there and make the play, which they did.
A great ankle tackle right there. If he would have got by him, he might have had some room to work with, but great ankle tackle there by the Red Raiders to stop him right in his tracks. And so they're going to have to start at the 25-yard line. Oh, but there is a flag back at the 34.
Their own 25 instead
of the opponent 25.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to kick it again. Maybe.
Yeah, because, I mean, the kicker didn't waste a whole lot of time approaching that ball, and I don't think everybody was ready for that kick. And they are taking it back.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to kick it again.
Where else? 5-yard penalty is all? Yep, 5 yards. Love the kicker is sort of short. I'm not saying he's short. He's just shorter than everybody else.
Well, he's getting his reps.
Yeah.
I don't know if this. I don't think this is the same kicker from the first kick, the one that wasn't attempted onside.
You know, I'm guessing, just watching the kicker out there. He's an older gentleman. That would be my guess. Now I may be wrong.
Maybe. Oh, that's a good kick too.
Yeah, but it's taken on the fly at the 28-yard line, and a good return this time. Ball had not hit the ground and let the defenders get down there, so the ball comes back to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, to Cars Davis on the return right there. Good job of getting north and south, getting as many yards as possible. And yet again, this is the third drive in a row. They're starting in opponent territory. So,
wow.
I guess the Texas Red Raiders, I guess, are not a good job at the field position game. They just got a lot of athletes, and they're slinging the ball around. The Illinois Cowboys keep on being handed gifts.
Yeah,
great field position.
But they keep not wanting to take them, too.
Even though they've scored on both of their drives.
All right. We are ready with Locke at quarterback. Hands off. The twist and turn did not gain the running back anything at all on that play.
Good play by the big man up the middle right there. Oh, my gosh, what happened? And here comes the flag. Somebody got blocked, and then somebody fell on top of him. Somebody got tripped. A lot of unnecessary things going on in the field right now.
At the end of it looked really bad, but is it really what the problem where it started?
You know, the next game's supposed to start at 6:35.
Yeah.
I started that game till 7:35. The way that this laundry is going on the field right now.
Guess what? This is going to be against Illinois.
I wonder why.
Good field position. They just don't want to take the gift given to them.
You know, it's like a broken record at this point. Same thing. You get gifted an opportunity to have a good drive from the opponent territory, and they're like, no, we just want to make it harder on ourselves. Both drives. And now for the third drive in a row. They're just trying to make it harder on themselves.
Good 15 yards for unsportsmanlike conduct, which caused a lot of things after the original unsportsmanlike conduct.
So it's 1st and 25 again. So are we throwing it deep?
What's in your playbook?
What's in my playbook? Obviously nothing that's in my playbook is inside of Arnold Riggs' playbook, the head coach for the Illinois Cowboys.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got a quarterback like Locke. You got a lot of things available to you, that's for sure.
You got one-on-one coverage down here at the bottom of the screen.
And they're sending 4 guys in. There's a flag to stop the play.
Hey, how about 1st and 30?
Yep, there you go.
1st and 30.
Now, I do have a play for that.
Yeah?
Yeah, just sling it.
Punt it.
Punt it.
1st and 30.
Quick kick. Get rid of the ball. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's second and 30.
Well, you know what's on my play sheet if I am the Texas Red Raiders here on defense? Send the house.
Send the house, that's right.
So I'm sending the house right here.
Oh.
Especially since every single time they've been this backed up before, they keep on trying to throw the ball deep. So don't even give them the time to throw the ball deep.
And man goes in motion. It's handed off to the tailback. There ain't a lot happened there.
Yeah, gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gets another yard.
Another man goes flying to the ground without his helmet on.
Man, this is getting physical. Is there like some beef between like Illinoisans and Texans? Is there a beef that I don't know about? I mean, they're pretty unrelated to two separate parts of the country.
Texas has a lot of beef.
Texas has a lot of oil too.
They do, yeah. Too bad we can't get it. Sorry, I'm not going there.
Yeah, let's not. 12 minutes left to go in the half. Andre Locke in the shotgun and the spread.
And we have, a takedown. That was a good wrestling move.
Well, they didn't call a flag on it. And
timeout was called by Illinois.
That was 96 who fell down.
Things are getting heated here at Municipal Stadium.
There's a couple of things I've seen out here today that McMahon needs to check out for Is it WWF now or WWE?
It's the WWE.
Okay.
Yeah, the WWF disbanded.
Right. Okay. WWE. They need to be checking some of these guys out.
Him and Dwayne The Rock Johnson could be friends.
Yeah.
All right, so now we got third down and forever.
Which, a lot of people don't know that Dwayne The Rock was a football player.
Yeah, he played at the University of Miami.
Yeah.
He played in the Canadian Football League.
Part of the U. That's right. He was a pretty good football player, yeah.
He was a starter for Miami for a year.
Yep.
Got a chance in the CFL. Didn't really get a whole lot of playing time in the CFL.
Yeah.
Which is what let his career go to wrestling.
And he's pretty good at it. Still, once in a while, when he makes an appearance, every once in a while, he's still pretty good at it. When he's not making movies.
I like his movies, though.
Oh, yeah. I loved his television show.
Oh, The Rock, the television show?
Yeah.
It's a good show.
Running for president of the United States. That was really good.
I think they're coming out with the 4th season of it, too.
Oh,
so.
that's good. They need to, with it being election year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
It'd be funny if he won. Okay, now all the small talk's gone away.
3rd and 30. What do we got? Throw it deep.
And
They only
plenty
said
of
5 this
time. Got a guy across the middle. He threw it a little behind him, a little low.
Yeah, there was a guy streaking down on the top of your screen. I don't think Andre Locke saw him, or either that or he just wasn't open. But he tried to hit the deep dig route over the middle to try and get about half of it back, and he just couldn't hold on to the ball. So 4th and 30. You got to punt here, right?
I would think so.
You would have to punt.
I'm watching the replay to see if your guy was streaking down at the top of the screen.
He sure was. I know my eyes. I may not be
I was watching it.
I may not be able to read the numbers on the jerseys, but I can tell whenever someone's running down the field.
You can, okay. So it is. Let's see. It does.
And they're going to take the delay game.
Yeah.
If I had a nickel for every single flag that's been thrown in this game, I might be able to buy some beef jerky from Buc-ee's later.
That's true. People from Texas know about Buc-ee's.
Isn't that where it originated?
It originated in Texas, that's right. People in Illinois go, huh, what?
What's
a Buc-ee's?
What's Buc-ee's? People in Florida barely know what Buc-ee's is.
There's a high snap, kick away.
Good kick from Locke.
And
wow.
over the shoulder catch, looked like Willie Mays in center field catching that ball, and we have another flag.
Another flag.
Number 2 in the return.
Yeah, number 2, Javonte Howard, caught the ball over his shoulder and then somehow got some yards and probably got a face mask call too. So, good job by him. And after all of this, we still have 11:19 left to go in the first half.
I was thinking it was still the first quarter. Oh, my gosh.
These are two very good, talented football teams, though, so the more we get to see of them, the better.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
If you say so. I'm trying to be optimistic and positive here.
Okay. All right. Well, and then we want the viewers to stay on and watch because hey, we saw a ball game. Our last ball game we did look like it was terrible and over with, and ended up being a barn burner of a finished game. So we want to encourage everybody to stick around. You never know what's going to happen.
Well, this is turning out to be a barn burner of a game because it's only a 2-point game.
Oh, it is.
I couldn't recognize with all the flags on the field.
All right. Petrie now hands off, and he's tripped up in the backfield for a loss. And guess what happened at the end of that play?
I think at this point we should only say if there's not a flag.
Oh, okay. That may work.
I think that'll work. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a holding call. Bring him back 10.
You know, and what can we blame it on? I mean,
they're waving the flag.
These are good ball players.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not to take anything away from the ball players, but something's happening here. That's
The flag was waved, 2nd and 12.
3 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Petrie wants a timeout called. He's not sure what's going on. He still had 10 seconds on the play clock.
Well, he's lucky that he called timeout before he took his helmet off, or that would have been another flag.
That's true. Well, no, he just have to leave the field.
No, you can't willingly take off your helmet in the field of play.
Okay. And so they're having conversation down here.
The offensive line's having a completely separate conversation from the skill positions, which I find really weird. That's usually not the case.
And there's a wide receiver that has been told to get away from the Illinois huddle that's going on over there. He was trying to be right in the middle of there he goes, back again. And he's back there talking to him. Is he talking trash, or is he wanting to find out what's going on?
I don't know.
He says, "Are you going to Buc-ee's afterwards?"
I'll see you there. Try the garlic parm beef jerky. It's really good.
I like their caramel popcorn.
Yeah, it's really good stuff.
Mm-hmm. And that
you know what else is really good stuff?
Beef brisket.
No, I was going to say Jalen Petrie throwing the football, which we're probably about to see right here.
Okay. Well, I think that's going to happen right now. What are we at, 2nd down now?
2nd down. 10:47 left to go in the half. Empty set. Looks like the trips are going to be at the top of the screen now.
Yeah, they changed where they were at. Man goes in motion, so we're going to have 4 of them over on that side. Bobbled the ball a little bit.
Left.
Only one guy on the left side, and through to him. He catches it. Going to be short of a first down.
You know what we call that? We call that window dressing right there. Put everybody on one side of the field for everyone to look over there, especially with a motion guy, just to throw it back to the weak side of the field. We love to see it. That's great play calling.
3rd down. Need a yard for a first down now.
2 running backs in the backfield. Looks like they're going to flip.
And handoff to the back that was on the right side. I think he picked up, well, no, he's going to be short of a first down.
Oh, they're going to call him short of the first down. I thought he had the first down.
I did too, but they didn't give him the forward motion that I thought he had.
This could be the first stop of the ball game. Actually, no, this could be the 2nd stop of the ball game.
88 on the run.
That was number 88 on the run for the Texas Red Raiders. And
88.
They're Javion Chapman. There's a guy named Chapman on the last team. Kobe Brown's coming back on the field now. Looks like he's going to line out wide at the bottom of the screen.
Everybody's bunched up. There's the tush push, and I don't think he got. Oh, no. The whistle blew, and I think it was a premature whistle.
No, the forward progress was stopped before he did the lateral, so it was a good call by the officials.
Okay.
So that is going to be a turnover on downs. The Illinois Cowboys get a huge stop here early in this half. Early here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll have 9 minutes to middle their way down the field with flags and get a touchdown here before the end
I just had a funny thought, you could have been at the Hula Bowl today.
I was supposed to be at the Hula Bowl today.
And aren't you glad you're here instead?
Oh, I'm so glad I'm here instead. I'm so glad.
This is so much more fun than an all-star football game.
Well, this is technically an all-star football game, but it means something.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that those guys, they wouldn't have played anywhere near as hard as these guys
Absolutely
are playing.
Not. As cool as it would have been to see John Rice Plumlee play one more time in the bounce house.
No.
This is awesome. You get a great time in Daytona Beach. You get to see some great football from teams all across the country. I get to be able to give my voice to you guys.
And even though you didn't have it a while ago, you got to see one of the best hot dogs that can ever be at a stadium.
I will say they're very great hot dogs. Great cheeseburger, too, though. And I've heard that there's chicken tenders.
Oh my. I didn't know that.
I did hear that.
We're hinting to Matt over here about eating. That's I'll take one of each, Matt.
They're going to start their drive at the 34-yard line. Lock hands off up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed he's going to be stuffed in the backfield by the Texas Red Raiders. Going to be a loss of 3 on the play right there. 2nd down and 13 coming up for the Illinois Cowboys.
Too bad this isn't the Outback Bowl because we would have a bloomin'
We'd
onion
have a bloomin'
available.
onion right in front of us. I don't know if that's free advertising or not. This is not sponsored by Outback in any way, shape, or
No,
form.
it is not. That's that Australian place bowl.
the Aussie Bowl.
Okay.
2nd and 13.
We're getting punch drunk here, I think.
I think we're getting flag drunk.
Oh, boy. All right. Let's see. We have Locke. Has he ran out of time again?
He ran out of time again.
Oh, my gosh.
Play a game offense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down and 14.
Okay.
This game has definitely been interesting. A lot of high-powered offense and a lot of mistakes.
I'll have to admit, I'm getting sort of weird acting right here. And I'm wondering if the referees are getting paid for every flag they throw. Do they get so many per flag?
Do I get paid for every single word that I say?
Yeah, you need to stop right now.
I'll stop while I'm ahead. 2nd and 18. There's only 4 seconds left on the play clock again, and now they're going to call a timeout.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy. Now what else can we talk about?
8:25 left to go in the half.
You know, this game is going to end like we've done the first 2 games today. It's going to be exciting at the end.
It will be very
I'm predicting
exciting
that right now.
Okay.
Because it's just everything else is so weird right now. And the end is going to be exciting. And these 2 teams, it isn't that they're not. Actually, part of the problem is they're playing their hearts out right here.
They're playing their hearts out for sure, and that's what's causing a lot of these penalties because they're trying so hard.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I feel like, in a way, I feel like they're trying too hard.
Yeah.
They're not playing disciplined football because their hearts are too much into this game.
Yeah.
That could sound cringy, but I feel like that's true. I feel like it's a true statement.
Yeah. I honestly believe that. I think they're playing their hearts out. They're away from home, which it does affect you.
It's a road game for every single team.
Yeah.
Essentially.
All right, up underneath center this time. Handoff, run off the left side. Prid still on his feet, still going, carrying Red Raiders with him, and is up over the original line of scrimmage. Only needs about 8 yards, maybe 7 for a first down.
A great 8-yard run right there by Deonta Stevens. I think no, that's not the running back. 21 Dakaris Davis is the running back. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and very manageable considering every other drive that they've had so far to this point. A third down in less than double digits is immaculate.
You actually have something in your playbook for this one, don't you?
I haven't had to think about it in a while, so I don't know.
Up under center again.
Oh.
Bad snap. And looks like Illinois may still have it. Yes, they do. So bring up a 4th down and 10.
A Red Raider did come out of the pile with the ball, but I think Locke ended up having the ball and giving himself up before the Red Raider took the ball. So 4th down and 10. So we're probably going to end up seeing a quick punt here. Just like what we saw at the end of last drive. Man, it was offensive fireworks that whole entire first quarter, and this whole entire second quarter there has been nothing on the offensive side of the ball for both teams. Maybe I should have said the over.
We saw absolutely no offense on that series right there.
No, not at all. I'm pretty sure that's exactly where they started that drive.
Actually set up in a punting formation this time.
No mid blockers though to help the punter out.
But he does get off a good punt.
That's a good punt.
field it cleanly at the 34-yard line. There's nothing there. He's trying to figure out where to go.
Oh.
Cuts back to the other side. Has some blocking
Oh,
now on the right-hand side.
He's got a wall.
He's got a wall over there. There's a flag on the play.
Who would have thought?
And hit hard in the back. And he may be hurting after that. They are going to call a penalty, I think, on the hit.
Well, this is going to be offsetting penalties, so guess what they're going to do? They're going to punt the ball again. We saw all of that for nothing. That was awesome, though. That was an awesome play nonetheless.
That was fun to watch. We're going to watch the replay here as the return man, he is looking to the left-hand side, if we get it pulled up here, as he receives the ball. He runs to the left, and there are blue jerseys everywhere. And he sort of stutter steps around, does a little dance, and realizes, hey, all my blockers are to the right, and he takes off. There is one blue jersey over there. And that is the one guy that was hit in the back. Oh, gee whiz.
So let's see. They're finally going ahead and talking it over about what happened. It was a late hit, and then it was also a block in the back. So it has to be offsetting penalties here. So they should be repunting this football. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case.
It was after the reception. After he'd already gotten the ball.
Well, the second one was a dead ball foul.
Dead ball foul, okay.
So the Red Raiders will still have the possession of the football after the punt.
You play-by-play of the fight.
And our PA announcer over here is wanting to call the play. He's having fun. We're having a blast here, people. Well, I don't know why there wasn't a flag. They must have picked it up down here on the hit.
She's with the prime, though. Like, what are they beefing about? They ain't even playing. I remember that dude from yesterday.
Well, still 6:44 left in the half. The Red Raiders have a chance to increase their lead right here. They're going back to their favorite formation with two running backs in the backfield along with Petrie.
Petrie has two receivers left, one to the right, handoff up the middle. There's nothing doing as the Cowboys stop the back. There is some hard blocking going out there on that offensive line.
And there's some hard hitting going on out there as well on both sides. This has been, if you look up physical in the dictionary, or in the encyclopedia, this is the picture that comes up.
Encyclopedia?
Yeah.
What's that? Look it up on Wikipedia.
I know what encyclopedia is. I'm not that young.
Gotta look it up on the internet.
Well, if you look up physicality on the internet, the video of this game is going to pop up from the amount of big hits and big blots there's already been in this game.
I've seen more pancakes in this game than I have in a long time. Petrie trying to get away.
Oh, that's a fumble.
And it is a fumble. He did not. No, they're calling incomplete pass.
Really?
Yep.
His arm was not going forward. The ball got slipped out of his hand before the ball was even going forward.
Yep. No instant replay.
We might take a look at the instant replay on the screen to go see, but it looked like that it was a fumble to me. But either way, the Red Raiders recovered it.
All right. Now, what is the situation you say?
They're calling it an incomplete pass, so it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
And 10.
Well, they only have 8 seconds left on the play clock now, so they got to get up and snap the ball now.
And they're going to have to call a timeout. Petrie's trying to get it.
Oh, he got
it off. And he is good. Well, I thought he was going to be sorry he got it off. He's got a man open and throws it a little bit too far in front of him.
That was a beautiful job. He just overthrew him, but that ball looked pretty in the air. He was able to evade the pressure, find the open post route over the middle of the field, rolling out to his right, and he just missed him.
Well, I know DJ Lagley is coming to the University of Florida, but if we need a backup quarterback, I think I know where we can find one.
Oh, man, I'd love to have him.
Yeah.
Wonder how old he is. That's the only problem.
I have no idea. What difference does it make how old you are when you go to college?
I mean, I guess that's true. I mean, what, Bodix was 25, 26 years old this year?
Yeah.
Playing college football.
What, Winky graduated when he was, 28, I think, something like that.
Or everyone's favorite, Brandon Whedon.
Yeah.
20
Fourth down. Red Raiders,
they're
they
gonna
did nothing on offense. You have jinxed this game.
I did jinx this game.
We had plenty of offense till you mentioned the over-under.
That's just what I do best.
Somebody didn't have enough players on the field.
All right.
So now we're waiting again.
Well, we had called the timeout because we had. Oh no, we did call the timeout on that. He got the snap off. So what are we waiting on?
Not enough players on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't know. We got one referee over here that is stretching.
Looks like they're going to punt.
If you did not make the trip to see these games, you missed out.
You missed out for sure.
It isn't just the games. It's Daytona Beach in Central Florida.
You know what's even crazier? Petrie's also doing the long snapping. Petrie's out here doing everything for this team.
Plenty of time for the punt. It goes straight up in the air. It'll make it to the 50. Takes a great bounce for the Red Raiders. And the Cowboy player almost did something stupid there.
That had a lot of hang time, though, on that punt. It didn't go that far, but it was in the air for like 3 to 4 seconds.
Well, he got, 10, 20, 30, 34, 33 yards out of that punt.
It got a very friendly roll, though.
Yeah.
The net punt was not that great.
Yeah.
But the actual punt yards,
Yeah.
we'll take it all day long.
Yeah.
Well, now the Cowboys are going to have the ball again, close to opponent territory, with 4.5 minutes left to go here in the half. Let's see if they can get a good 4-minute drill going on here and get some points before the end.
Plenty of time for 6 penalties and a loss of 15 yards. That's what we've seen the last couple of series.
Well, let's
anyway.
hope we don't see it again.
All right.
Well, hopefully I just didn't jinx it.
Locke keeps the ball, throws it long, has a man out there. Great defense, and it was intercepted. Great defense on that. He had a man wide open, and the defender closed very quickly on the play.
He didn't throw it in time. He threw it too late. Locke saw him way too late, and he had him beat by 2 or 3 steps, but if he would have thrown it probably 10 or 15 yards earlier, he could have hit him in stride, and it probably would have been a touchdown. But whenever you see receivers late, bad things usually happen.
That's the difference in pro quarterbacks and
semi-pro quarterbacks.
semi-pro quarterbacks. There you go. Guy has an arm, that's for sure. He could throw the football.
No, he just threw the ball from the 35 all the way to the 21 yard or the 16-yard line.
You realize we have 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and the Red Raiders now have a chance to score.
Yeah. And guess what? The Cowboys didn't have 1st and 25 this time.
Yeah.
Improvement.
I don't see either team. Neither one of the teams has a timeout left.
Nope.
They've had to use them because of the play clock. All right, play clock finally starts rolling.
After another delay of game.
After a delay of game. Oh, I thought maybe we had a commercial break is why.
No.
Okay.
Another delay of game. Now they only have 10 seconds to snap the ball now. Going on 5 seconds.
You're not Tom Brady, dude.
So then go.
Petrie looking at the back judge like, hey, what are we doing?
What are we doing? It's starting the clock because y'all take too much time.
Yeah, because we were at 4:30, and now it's down at 4:27, so 23 seconds had gone off the clock. Yeah, that's right.
Whenever you get a penalty and the down marker moves back, right as soon as that down marker is set and the ball is set,
Yep.
that's when the play clock should start.
That's right.
So maybe they were starting it a little bit too early.
Yeah, but did you go? Timekeeper's going exactly what the referee says to do.
Absolutely.
All right. Petrie hands off the ball, and there is no running room whatsoever.
And then whenever after a running clock play, so if somebody runs the ball, you get 40 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And the clock has already started.
Yeah.
So the referee did their job. 3rd and 17.
Yeah, loss of yardage on that one. Looks like Illinois may get the ball back.
You know, both teams were definitely moving the ball at will in the first quarter, and this whole entire second quarter has been moving the complete opposite direction. I think we've only seen one positive drive out of this whole entire second quarter.
Petrie looking, he's in trouble, and he goes down. Got back, just missed getting back to the line of scrimmage.
So now it's going to be 4th down and forever. Let's see if they punt it.
This is the U.S. Bowl weekend that you're watching, presented by 360 Sports. If you're not watching on 360 Sports,
If you're not watching on 360 Sports, you ain't watching on anything, because this is the only website that is being streamed to.
officially.
Officially. Any other broadcast, any other
Is
use of this
without the
broadcast,
express written consent.
of 360 Sports. Try to throw it on 3rd down and long right there, 3rd and 17, trying to throw the out route to the outside. It's incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down and long. Let's see. The punt unit's going to come on now for the Texas Red Raiders.
And there'll still be 2:40 left to go.
The Cowboys will have another chance to score. The theme of the first half, the Cowboys being gifted chances.
You know, a bad first half at a football stadium is better than a day in an office behind a desk.
That is 100% true, Billy Matthews. Wise words from Billy Matthews right there, everyone. On a Saturday, too.
Yeah, that's right. I'll take this any day of the week.
Nothing like Saturdays in the fall.
Oh, another bad punt off the side of the foot, and it goes out of bounds right about the 31-yard line.
31-yard line. Illinois Cowboys, this is their 4th possession of the first half where they're starting in plus territory. And they have 12 points to show for it.
Wow.
Let's see if they can put some points on the board right here, though.
These two teams have a lot of pride. I'm going to predict go in at halftime, come back out and play entirely different football than they did the first half.
I believe so, too. They're going to play a lot more disciplined style of football. All right, Locke's coming back up to the line.
Got two receivers right, one to the left, looking, hits it. Oh, tries to hit
that
him.
should be.
No, that was a good hit.
The only problem is that he led with his helmet hitting to the head and shoulder area. That's the only reason why I can see a penalty there. But you know what? Less penalties, the better. Am I right? 2:23 still left to go. Are we going to play the what's on your play call sheet?
2nd and 10. Yeah, there's a lot on your sheet for this play.
Yeah, there's a lot on your sheet. Running the ball is still an option. They had a lot of success running the ball in the first quarter, and they've kind of gone away from that in the second quarter.
And I think I'd run the ball or either quick pass to get about 3 yards. Here comes the blitz.
Especially with all the blitzes that they're sending, they should be trying to run the football.
And he has taken down another WWE.
WWE style right there. That was filthy. Absolutely filthy. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 20. Well, 3rd down and 15. My apologies.
Tell you what, though, there's a lot of football players that have become WWE wrestlers.
Yeah.
They had good careers at it. So it ain't so bad. Just,
They just have to learn how to act a little bit.
I've seen that on the football field, too.
That's true. See a lot more acting on an NBA court, though.
And we have another timeout. I didn't think we had any timeouts available.
The 2-minute warning.
Oh, 2-minute warning. Okay, sorry. We're all caught up, Matt, and everything else.
No. Well, we still got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick timeout here.
You want to take a break when we're on a roll, having a good time.
I'm talking about a break from the game, not a break for the broadcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we're taking a break from the game right now.
Yeah, the Cowboys are talking it over there on the sideline, trying to see what they want to do.
Nighttime is setting in here at Daytona.
Yeah, the sun is finally setting. Beautiful sunset, though.
Yeah, and a gorgeous setting here. We got a nice retention pond area, and it makes a great little lake out there. And
well, the only problem is that we're facing east, so we don't get to see the actual sunset behind us.
No, we don't, but we may be here for the sunrise.
The way this game's going.
Lock. Hands off. And the wide receiver that was coming by to get it just got blasted. And we have flags flying all over the place.
And
again.
it looks like we're going to get offsetting on sportsmanlike penalties. We'll see what the white hat says, though. Are we almost getting to the point where they might have to call this game? You don't think so?
I don't know if there's a curfew here at the stadium or not. I have no idea.
What time do the lights automatically shut off in the stadium? Because we still got a whole other ball game to play.
It seemed like there was like 6 minutes to go in the half when you said we're a long way from the stadium lights coming on. And here we are under 2 minutes now, and the stadium lights are on.
And the stadium lights are on.
For
and the
good
sun is
reason.
down.
But we're having fun.
Oh, we're having a blast. If you guys are listening down in the stands, I hope you guys are having a blast too. And if you guys are watching in the northern areas from wherever your teams are from Illinois, from Texas, I hope you guys are having a blast listening to us as well. Hopefully we can be entertaining for you guys.
We're trying to warm your hearts because we know if you step outside, you will not be warm.
Granted, we're not going to be that warm if we step outside either, but just not as cold.
Yeah, that's true.
And we also know that you guys don't want to see a flag fest either for you guys watching the stream.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to
entertain.
As entertaining as two guys from Lake County can be.
Yeah, that's true. We both come from Lake County, Florida. Known as Lake County for a reason. We have a lot of lakes.
Over 1,000 named lakes.
And
so you can assume there's a lot of fishing.
And they have decided
that it was just a flag against Texas Red Raiders.
That's right. And it's automatic first down.
Illinois handed yet another gift. Man, they're having a great Christmas. And it's really early, too.
They're down by 2 points, and they've been handed everything. Well, and I shouldn't say they've been handed everything.
They had to earn some of their touchdowns.
Yeah,
They had to earn both their touchdowns.
Yeah.
All right, the clock's now running, so we're going to minute 45 and counting. So you got to start moving a little bit quicker here.
Down to 10 seconds on the play clock.
As long as he knows where it is.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Man goes in motion. And a fake to him, and Locke in trouble, getting away, throws out, and bounces it to the receiver at the 20-yard line.
The intended receiver there was wide open, and then there was also number 7 also standing on the sideline as well, Devian Hodges, who was also open. He was throwing off his back foot trying to get away from pressure. He did not have enough time to throw a good ball.
Now, this Red Raider defense has really been putting the pressure on, and they've gotten a lot of calls for illegal hits. But hey, they're playing hard.
They're playing aggressive.
Yes.
I think that is the correct term that I would use to describe this team playing so far. And now it's going to be 1st and 5.
And
looks like you had a free play.
They come in here, what I can count, 31 players.
I thought you were going to say 31 penalties, and I was going to believe you.
Well, they probably had that, too.
I was going to believe you.
1 per player.
Let's see, Andre Locke trips to the top of the screen.
He has some time there, makes a completion, but there is great coverage out there and really no gain on the play.
And he gets tackled and bounds, so the clock will still run. No timeouts left for both teams. So if you need to score here before half, you got to get up to the line now. There's a minute and counting.
Don't want to get in too quick of a hurry here because if you don't get the first down here, you want to run the clock out, and he's going to get sacked again.
Yeah, that is the absolute last. Oh, wait. Oh, they're not calling him. Yeah, they're calling it that. They're calling it that.
Okay, all right.
I was about to say. But that is the absolute last thing that you want to do in that scenario is take a sack, especially at this point of the game where you cannot take any more timeouts.
The players are trying to still get them to run, but the referees had already stopped.
No, I think I know exactly what the Red Raiders are trying to do. They're trying to waste the clock.
Yeah.
But that the refs aren't going to let that slide. There should be 29 seconds left on the clock, if I remember right, from the sack. And then they'll start it on the resume play whistle, blah, 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 blah.
Which will run the clock out.
No.
Because you're at 40 seconds for the play clock as run play.
No, I'm just saying that you'll still have they'll put 29 seconds back on the clock.
Okay.
So whenever they're ready for play whistle, they'll start running from 29.
The Red Raider player that ran all the way left the ball in the end zone.
Yeah.
And
that's not very sportsmanlike of them, is it?
No, it wasn't.
Are they still only going to leave? No, they're talking in the huddle again. Is it possible that I could object that we take like a 20-minute halftime break?
That would be nice.
We might need it.
Yeah.
I think everyone needs it.
That'll give you enough time to run down to Buc-ee's.
No, this is not.
You could grab beef brisket sandwiches for everybody.
I'm going to be in Buc-ee's for like 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Buc-ee's is open 24 hours, right?
It sure is.
Oh, okay, so you got it made.
Now, like, I got nothing to do tomorrow.
3rd and 12. We have 25 seconds.
Yeah, they put 26 seconds back on the clock.
Yeah. They get this one more play.
It should not have taken him 7 seconds to snap that ball.
And he hasn't gone down yet. Still trying to get away and finally goes down.
Just go to half.
That will be
the
last play of the half. And guess what we're going to do?
We're going to take a break.
We're going to tell you that the Texas Red Raiders are 14, the Illinois Cowboys 12. And you're watching the USA Bowl weekend on 360 Sports. And we're taking a break. We'll be back in a little bit. And we're back for USA Bowl weekend presented by 360 Sports. And we have a close game going on here. Texas Red Raiders 14, Illinois Cowboys 12. And the kickoff for the second half is picked up at the 29-yard line. Good run back and still on his feet and finally drugged down. I think they're going to put that at about the 46-yard line. And one of the few times here tonight that the Illinois Cowboys haven't started inside a Texas Red Raider territory.
Yeah, that's one of the – I think it's only the second or third time already between the second quarter of punting the ball back and forth, but that's the second time that Carson Davis has taken a run back to just about midfield. He's been doing a good job in the return game so far. But I'm interested to see what the Illinois Cowboys are going to come out and do, because the first quarter they had a lot of success running the football. And Andre Locke Jr. being able to improvise in the passing game and still be able to escape and make plays out of the run game. But then they tried to throw the ball a lot in the second quarter and didn't have a whole lot of success throwing an interception and a lot of incomplete passes. So I'm looking for them to try and establish a run game here in the third quarter.
Locke's got two receivers to the right, one to the left, one back in the backfield with him. Hands off to the left. Good running room. Picks up about 8 yards on the play inside of Red Raider territory.
Yeah, that's a good start there to the half. They're doing exactly what I said they should do. They establish a run game, because that's what was successful. And they had a lot of room there on that inside zone, created a hole because they tried to blitz. Texas Red Raiders tried to blitz the first play of the second half, which they had a lot of success in the second quarter. So good adjustment by the Illinois Cowboys to get some yards to start the half.
So second down, 2 yards to go for the Cowboys. We expect to see both these teams come out and play a lot crisper than they did in that second quarter. Both of them were way off of really good play that we expect to see from them. Another handoff, found some room up the middle. Will get up to the 35-yard line for a first down.
The best thing to do against the against the blitz, especially when they have everybody walked up, run the ball on a screen.
And he landed on the football when he dove forward there, and it looks like he may have gotten the wind knocked out of him. And we don't want to make light of that. I mean, it hurts when you go down like that, but I'm sure that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it looks like it is okay with what happened. He's not holding any part of his body or anything. He's just laying there not being able to breathe from the wind being knocked out of him.
And it looks like he's going to get up on his own. A little bit of help from the coaches.
Try to see a number. I cannot see a number from here.
Number 8.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, we do apologize about being able to read the numbers on the field for both teams, because both teams' jerseys are kind of difficult to read the numbers. So if you're a family member trying to watch your son or significant other or uncle or nephew, it's going to be hard for us to pronounce, not to pronounce their name, but it's going to be hard to read the numbers so we can call out your...
2 dark numbers and 2 light numbers, and they're on jerseys
on both sides.
On both sides like that.
But Andre Locke back in the shotgun here.
And another handoff. Looked like they may have gone to the well too many times, but pick up about a yard or two on the play, though.
Yeah, pickup of 2. It just looks like they're trying to. It looks like they're trying to impose their will, and just trying these zone blocking schemes, trying to hit double teams to backers, and it's worked out so far. And they've already gone 25. They've already gone 25 yards on this drive just by running the football. I would assume that they're going to continue running the football, but maybe try and switch it up a little bit. Maybe try a different kind of concept.
Well, second down 8 now. Ball sitting on the 33-yard line of the Red Raiders. Cowboys with the football. Locke stands back in shotgun formation. Handoff again, this time off to the right side and all the way up to the 30-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep him with that inside zone run scheme. Got a good double team to the linebacker right there by the center and the right guard, allowing him to get a good gain of 5 on second down. We're going to get a third down and manageable.
And definitely in 4-down territory there. So it really, it's where they want to be.
Yeah, it's exactly where they want to be. I mean, maybe pick up half of this to get a really manageable 4th down in like 2 or 3. The last thing I would do here is do a play action because the Red Raiders are stacking 7 to 8 in the box and sending a hot blitz every single time. So if you do a play action, you're not going to have enough time to get the ball out.
Handoff goes off to the left side, trying to get away from that middle being boxed up like they were, and it does a pretty good job. Gets awfully close to the 1st down.
Yeah, that time they did an outside zone run scheme. Left tackle did a good job sealing the edge, and the tight end did a good job blocking out the last guy in the line of scrimmage to create that hole to get a couple yards. And we got a 4th down and 1.
Exactly what the Cowboys wanted. Ball sitting on the 26-yard line. Plenty of time. They're getting it off in plenty of time now, too, because they have that 40-second clock. Underneath center goes Locke. And tried to, I think we're trying to pull off the Raiders offsides, but the clock had not got down below 7 seconds yet.
It looked like they called this play that we call freeze, where you don't have a play called and you just try and get the defense to jump off sides by saying hike a million times over, just trying to get them to jump. And whenever the coach finally thought that they weren't going to jump, somebody jumped right after he called the timeout.
Yeah.
So very unfortunate circumstance right there, but it's still going to be 4th and 1, so now you have a little bit of extra time here to come up with the play call you need in order to get this 1st down.
Close game like this being 14-12 with the Red Raiders ahead at this moment. You don't want to be using all your timeouts too early either because you may need them at the end of the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that earlier in the day in some of these other games, a lot of teams leaving them with no timeouts remaining. But the Red Raiders standing in the defense standing in the huddle, getting all hyped up for this 4th down because this is a big play in this early in the second half.
Well, definitely something would work. Now we got another timeout called by the Cowboys again.
Oh wow, they've used 2 timeouts. 2 timeouts consecutively placed back to back, and now you're left with 1 timeout for almost 2 whole quarters of play. That's not the place where you want to be. Especially since we saw the second half of the second quarter delay a game after delay a game because you didn't have any timeouts to spare.
Right. You know, I just commented about the fact that we're using that play clock good and then go and do this kind of stuff. It's not, you know, you and I have been putting the hex on everybody today.
I know. Well, that second quarter was kind of a barn burner, a penalty, so it was kind of it was an anomaly, for sure, anomaly of a quarter. But now both teams seem like they used halftime to get composed and to get back where they need to be. We also use halftime to get composed and where we need to be.
Oh, yeah, Chick-fil-A composes me really good.
Oh, man, Chick-fil-A was great. That is something that Illinois and Texas both know about is Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, that's right. They know about that in New York City even nowadays.
Everybody knows about Chick-fil-A now. Looks like they're lining up the power eye right here. Yeah, 4 seconds.
Locke backs up behind the center, gets the ball. There is a timeout called.
Delay a game. I mean, he's standing on the 30-yard line. And that play clock over there, I can read better than anything on the field. I can read that better than the numbers on the field.
And that, you know, I always ask the question, how can you get a delay a game when you came out of a timeout?
Because they took 15 seconds to get to the line, so they only had 10 seconds after everybody was lined up.
I know, but I'm just saying, when there's a timeout and you come out of the timeout when the referee tells you, and I don't know. Now you got a very difficult 1st down to pick up. They need 6 yards.
Yeah, 4th and 6 definitely narrows the playbook a little bit. They're going back to the spread look, and another flag is called.
Oh, I know that wasn't delay a game. There's 5 seconds left on the clock.
Trying to see what the white hat's going to say here. Illegal substitution on the offense. Looks like they had too many men breaking out of the huddle here. So now
Again.
they went from fourth down. They went from 4th down and 1 to 4th down and 11 really quick. So this changes your playbook call even more. You got trips, so I could see a flood concept or trying to hit a seam down the middle. But honestly, knowing the Red Raiders in this situation, they're coming to send the pressure because they don't want Locke to have any time to throw the ball.
And that's going to be an offsides, or I don't know, were they drawn off?
If anything, I think I saw the left tackle move first, but they're going to call an offsides penalty. So now it's going to be 4th and 6 again. You know, we had a really good first 4 minutes.
Yes, we did.
Had a really good first 4 minutes of the half right there. And now 3 penalties back to back.
And the clock hasn't run after that first 4 minutes.
No. So now they're still in the huddle. I don't think he realized that the play clock is already down to 10 seconds. Now they're hustling up to the line.
Are they going to get this off?
And they got it off.
And
He's
the
in
blitz-
trouble
and the
and
blitz
going
comes
to
in.
be sacked. Blow the whistle, referees. When you got 3 guys riding on your back, you need to get that whistle blown because the play is over.
It looks like the Texas Red Raiders are going to take over at midfield, so they're going to have a really good starting field position for their first drive in the second half.
And who would have thought they'd have that kind of field position to start their part of the second half?
I know that all of their possessions start inside their own 20.
I'm sitting here thinking that my Petrie is the quarterback's name, right?
Yes, I know it has been a while since he's been on the field, but Nick Petrie had a really good first half, 2 passing touchdowns, almost a perfect passer rating, only has a couple incompletions as well. So let's see if he can continue his hot streak here in the second half.
Right at the 50-yard line. They're ahead 14-12 over the Cowboys. Cowboys look like they're coming with a blitz. Handoff. Right side. That should have gotten a whole lot more than it did, but they were able to just slowing down enough to let the rest of the defense catch up with.
Yeah, one of the linebackers squeezed through in between the guard and the tackle right there, was able to get a little hold of his jersey to let the safeties come down and get him near the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down and 7. Say Petrie lines up in the backfield with twins.
And he's got one back there with him. He's got plenty of time. Tried to dump it to the back, and it went off his fingers and almost into the hands of another man laying on the ground.
Well, that's called a tip drill right there, Billy Matthews. And that went from one Red Raider to another Red Raider to a Cowboy, and it somehow found the ground. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 7. That wasn't the best throw by Petrie. He was trying to hit his check down over the middle to get a couple yards, and yet again on these short passes, he's overthrown easy targets.
Well, that's one way to stop that blitz, though, because if your linebackers are coming in, if you can hit it just over those linebackers,
absolutely,
you'll stop that. Man goes in motion out of the backfield.
Free blitzer.
Petrie looking, and his arm was being held on to as he tried to throw it. It's amazing he got as much on that as he did, but it falls incomplete.
Well, even if he did get enough on it as he did, Louis Nunez, he had a chance to pick it off if it was a good enough throw. I think Petrie's really lucky that he didn't get the ball where it needed to be, or he might still be running.
4th down now for the Red Raiders.
They're probably going to go for it right here. I mean, you're still in kind of no man's land. Your defense has proven to get stops. And Petrie's going to line up in an empty set. See, the Cowboys have shown to do a quick punt, but not the Red Raiders.
In trouble. Petrie running, throws. And when you're running to your left and you're a right-hand thrower, it's hard to be accurate with it.
Well, that play was doomed from the start because they lined up in an empty set, and 3 linebackers walked up, and all of them blitzed. So there was 2 free rushers in an empty set, so no extra help blocking at all. So unless you had something quick, which there was no quick developing routes in that play, it was doomed from the start.
Well, the Cowboys will take over. Again, we haven't seen, except for that first 4 minutes, we haven't seen much offense here in the second half.
No, we have not. We still got 10 minutes left to go in this third quarter. I mean, the Cowboys have been able to move the ball. It's just that they keep on shooting themselves in the foot with their own penalties.
Did your microphone move or?
No.
No, yeah, it did. I can hear you better now. Okay. Lock, hands off the left side. It works for the Cowboys. Pick up about 6 yards on the play.
Their run game has been able to move. It's just a matter of if they keep on committing penalties. They've been able to run the ball whenever they're on schedule. And getting 5 on first down is on schedule.
The podiatrist in both the towns where these players live in is going to be very busy with people coming in with shotgun shots to their feet on Monday.
Especially, I was about to say all of these players.
It's a misdirection play that goes up the middle, and it is going to be enough for a first down.
Going back to that jet motion to inside zone, trying to freeze those linebackers, and it worked just enough in order to get another first down. Good play call. Because those linebackers have been playing really aggressive, stepping up in holes immediately. So just that jet motion gets them to freeze for just a second for that hole to stay open.
So another first down in the half for the Cowboys. Got a few of them in that first drive. And a handoff to the back, trying to go up through the middle, and he makes it to the line of scrimmage.
Defensive tackle to split that double team and made a tackle right there. That is a tremendous play, and that's more than you ask for from your defensive tackle. Second down and 10. I really want to see Andre Locke Jr. run the football more. More design QB runs.
Yeah, but it's mainly been when he was on the run trying to get away from people. Yeah. He had 1 or 2 design runs that worked really good, like you said.
I mean, their offense is at their best when they stay on schedule and they're able to run the football with a multitude of guys.
Twins are to the left this time. It looks like he wants to throw the ball. He's got a guy down the middle. He hits him at the 21-yard line, and he is taken all the way down to the 16.
Offense is not that difficult. If you can prove that you can run the ball, safeties are going to creep down to stop the run, and that's what opens it up over the top to hit a pass in the seam. And that's exactly what just happened. And he hit him right into the numbers, and Andre Locke Jr.'s in the red zone.
There's a quick pitch over to the left in the flat and able to pick up a couple of quick yards there. That works as good as any run does right there.
Well, that's basically a run play in your playbook. I mean, it was an RPO to the screen to the outside, but you're extending the run to the perimeter, trying to get blockers out in front for your athletes.
Second down, 8 to go. Positive yards. Another quick throw and goes incomplete to the left side.
Every single offensive lineman on that play got beaten. There was instant pressure for Andre Locke Jr. and did not have enough time to set his feet and throw into that out route. So it landed short.
Third down and 8 now. Yeah, this is a place that would really be nice for the Cowboys if they had a field goal kicker, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. They can take the lead, but yeah. I mean, their place kicker that's been kicking on kickoffs hasn't been horrible. Maybe they can throw him out there to try a place kick.
Hell, they're going to try to get that first down though. Bad snap, and we have a penalty called on it first though.
Looks like it's going to be a false start.
Yep.
Yet again, on a third and manageable, another penalty.
Another one of those feet with lead in it.
I don't know how much money the Illinois Cowboys have spent on ammunition, but they've spent a lot.
Yeah.
Probably more than it took to travel here.
That's true. They need to understand that play clock gets to running.
But now that they're not on schedule, they're going to be able – I mean, the safeties for the Texas Red Raiders can sit back. So they're going to be looking for the pass here. And that's – I mean, Andre Locke Jr. has had success passing the football whenever there's been a lot of men in the box. Well, I stand corrected because there's 8 people in the box for this play.
And they are coming hard. He rolls out to his left, throws it away, and out of bounds. Got past the line of scrimmage. Oh, what was that for? What's going on? There's some sort of pushing and shoving going on back here at midfield.
It looks like they're going to call it on the Illinois Cowboys on that offensive lineman. I think that was 74 Corey Petrie. Nope, that's the wrong roster. 75 Xavier Hearns is probably going to be the one called for the penalty here. More flags.
Another flag.
There's 3 now.
And they got coaches, so that you should be able to calm your players down and tell them to come back in. I don't see.
We're going to wait for them to sort this out. Someone is very, very upset for the Red Raiders down there.
And the players are trying to keep him away from people. The helmet. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, the helmet came off.
It was taken off by the other player, though, wasn't it?
No, he took it off.
Oh, okay.
himself.
I thought the guy trying to keep him out of trouble took it off.
That's how you know that he really wants to get into a scuffle, because for some of the stupidest reasons, everybody takes off their helmet to fight somebody.
That's right.
You can't get punched in the face.
Yeah, you're going to hurt the guy's fist that he tries to punch in the face.
Exactly. Like he is more at risk at you to fight you if your helmet is on.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's kind of a respect thing. Not a respect thing, but more like a, you know what? I don't even know what it is. Why are we even fighting anyway? Let's get back to playing football. Settle it on the field. Don't settle with your fists. Still trying to sort it all out. I mean, they had 4 flags to deal with.
Yeah, we're starting to look like the first half again.
Well, I mean, at this point, you said it during the last game. Man, when do you call it? When does it get to be too much? I mean, every other play, these guys are throwing punches at each other. I always thought the people from Illinois were nice people. That's what I thought. But that's just because these guys are playing so hard.
That's all it is.
They're playing with a lot of emotion, and they're letting the emotion take over.
That's correct.
And especially when one team starts talking, then the other team starts talking, and everybody gets that adrenaline going, and things end up being said that shouldn't be said, and then punches end up being thrown that shouldn't be punched. And then nobody ever really wants to go. Like, no one's going into a game like saying, I'm going to fight somebody.
No.
But sometimes emotions get really high, and things get really heated, and people just do things that they really don't want to do.
Well, let's see.
He's AB in it right now.
I think it's called against, from what I can see, against the Red Raiders. That's the only signal I saw.
Well, for you guys that are tuning in, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Just want to give you guys a quick update because, as we all know, the NFL playoffs have started today. The Houston Texans have now just gone on top of the Cleveland Browns 31-14 after a pick 6 from Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco. Hey, he had a great year.
But the Houston Texans, after going 2-14 last year, 2-15, whichever was, I think it's 17 games.
That's it. They got a guy with C.J. Stroud.
They got a guy named C.J. Stroud, who's apparently pretty good. I don't know off the top of my head, but he is a really good football player.
A definitely good pick in the draft.
All right, looks like we finally got it sorted out. Looks like every single one of those penalties is going to go against the Red Raiders.
And the ball will end up inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like right at the 10-yard line.
So Cannot get a first down.
First and goal. Got to score.
And now we're running.
See if Locke takes a snap.
And I saw a ball flying through the air.
Let's see who recovered it. They're still rummaging through the pile. Red Raiders say that they have the ball, and they do. Well, I haven't seen the official. Yet.
We're still waiting.
Yeah, we're still waiting on an official word. They're still trying to get to the end of the pile here.
Neither player is letting go of the ball.
Well, they're throwing the game ball back to the sideline, and it looks like teams are switching, so it looks like it is going to be Red Raider ball.
Okay. Gee whiz.
Red Raiders are going to take over on the 18-yard line. We still got 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. How many more scruffles do you think it's going to take in order for them to end this game? Hopefully it doesn't happen. I don't want it to happen.
Got an over-under on that?
2.
I'm afraid it's going to be more than that. That's the third quarter. Throw out to the right. And breaking loose. Got one guy he had to beat, but he was able to knock him out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
Missed tackling. That is the name of the game on that play. Just a quick screen play, just trying to, like the Cowboys were doing earlier, just trying to extend the perimeter for the run game. And all he had to do was break one tackle, and he took it 40 yards.
Yeah, that really helps Nick Petrie. I mean, he threw a 1-yard pass, and the missed tackle, the yards after catch, really add up, don't they?
Yes, they really do. They really help out the quarterback stats.
Handoff to the running back. He jukes to the outside. He's got some running room. He's got one guy to beat and breaks it loose and all the way for a touchdown. 54 yards.
That burst of speed right there was amazing by Javante Howard. No, it's number 22. Brett McCoy. Brett McCoy on that touchdown run. Yeah, just a quick inside zone play, broke one tackle in the hole and outran everybody else. That's all. I mean, it's really all there is to it. And the Red Raiders extend their lead.
And that was a tough one right there. The Cowboys are really gonna have to put it together. But I know most of y'all, maybe this is the only game you're tuning into. We've done 2 games so far, and both those games look like they were over with, and ended up being.
This game is still definitely doable. All the Cowboys need to do is get a stop on this 2-point conversion. It's still a 1-possession game. Yeah, Petrie lines up with trips to the bottom of the screen. And a delay game.
Delay a game. Wow, imagine that.
And it just doesn't look like these coaches are like even trying to coach their players as to like, hey, there's the play clock.
The whole idea for the play clock is to have quick ball games. This play clock is slowing the game down because of the penalties involved in it. And got a long way to go now to get the 2-point conversion here. Man goes in motion. Petrie looking, throws across the middle, had a guy wide open and missed him.
Wide open and missed. So it is still going to be a 1-possession game, and the Cowboys, yet again, have been gifted a chance.
20-12 is the game. Red Raiders up against the Cowboys. And we still, 5:13 left to go in the third quarter. And beautiful Daytona Beach Municipal Stadium.
In retrospect, the next game that was supposed to be on our list, the next game was supposed to start 1 minute ago.
1 minute ago, yeah.
Well, looks like we're having another scuffle.
I love the uniforms of one of the next teams that we're going to be covering.
That is the Dallas Prime. TUFL champions, 13-0. And number 2 ranked team in the nation going to be going against the Detroit Ravens, the number 1 ranked team in the nation for the national championship.
Oh, we got Texans playing great football. Detroit Lions playing great football. So, hey, their semi-pro teams are playing great, too.
And there goes the Texans again to go score again.
Yeah. Ready for a kick here in this ball game. Still in the third quarter. Get the okay. The left footer kicks the ball. That was a great kick. Fielded there by the shortstop. And he fumbles to the ground and a flag goes flying. Imagine that.
Yeah, DeCars Davis on his 3rd return of the day. That's the first time he hasn't had that great of a return.
And somebody was hitting in the back or holding or something, and he didn't have a great return.
No.
Love that kicker, though.
Yeah, the kicker's put in the spot that it needs to.
That's about the only thing I think I could do in semi-pro football is be able to kick the ball. Not sure I can kick it that far, but I could kick it better than 7 yards down the field.
I could play linebacker.
Yeah. We dream on.
I know, right?
Yeah. These guys put in a lot of time.
Most of these guys have second jobs too.
Yeah,
This
that
is
is true.
For the most part, these are these guys' second jobs. Audrey Locke Jr. lines up in the backfield again with a chance to go tie the game with 5 minutes left to go in the third.
Lock hands off. Running back goes around the left side. Finally steps out of bounds. See where they're going to say. Inside the 30-yard line at the 29.
And I thought for a second that he actually turned the corner and he was still running.
Yeah.
It looked like it for a second, but we're over here on the far side of the field from where he was at. So
He was awfully close to that sideline, though, trying to do the tightrope walk on it.
I thought he at least got the first down. But that, I guess, the side judge over there saw otherwise, and he made a good call probably.
A lot closer to it than I am. That's for
way
sure.
closer to it than me. I can't make that call from here.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. It's going to be a pass play, throwing it in the air. The receiver had him beat, but it was underthrown, and it is incomplete.
Should have been intercepted. It was a go route that ended up being thrown into a post route because it got thrown to the middle of the field over by the hash. And he got thrown right into the arms of the DB, and he couldn't hold on to it. So it will be 3rd down and 6.
6 on the coverage.
And it was Jamarco Johnson. We've called his name a couple times today for the Texas Red Raiders. He's playing on both sides of the ball. Has a 2-point conversion, has a touchdown catch, and as well as now that almost interception.
And got some good long hair sticking out of that helmet.
It is definitely a nice head of hair. Let's see if they try and throw it deep again.
3rd down now. Need to pick up that first down right here. Throw out here into the flat. Man's wide open. He's going to be real close. I think he's going to be short by about a half a yard of picking up a first down.
Yeah, side judge calling him a yard short right there. It was a good call. His knee went down before he lunged forward. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 1, a very, very, very manageable 4th down.
You're at that place, so you're going to go for it here, huh?
Oh, absolutely I am.
Okay.
Yet again, the 360 Sports Analytics say to go for it.
They've been right twice today. We've only mentioned it twice, so they're
And
1,000% here.
Right now, I'm 1,000% right now.
Yeah,
So.
I mean they're right on it. Handoff going wide and was able to get away from the defender, still running. Over the 40-yard line, they're going to put it on the 42.
And guess what? We're still 1,000%.
Wow. Wow.
The 360 Sports computer analytics are awesome right now.
They definitely are. These guys spare no expense with their computer, that's for sure.
First down and 10 from the 42-yard line.
We appreciate 360 Sports. I mean, this is just one. They cover a lot of USA football, but they cover all kinds of sports, and we appreciate what they do throughout the United States. Looking, throwing, has a man open, completes the ball to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, whenever Andre Locke's throwing the ball that is not a 40-yard go route, he looks pretty decent as a quarterback. I will say that, but I mean, that was a good time throw, 3-step drop, throwing into a comeback route back to the sticks to the slot, and found an open hole in the zone and almost got a first down. So you're staying on schedule. Andre Locke lines up in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle. Nope, Locke's going to keep it. Breaks one tackle, trying to get around another, and he's running backwards, and that's not going to work out for him. It is going to be a loss of 11 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and 11. Or 3rd down and 12. After he tried to keep it on the read option right there, he honestly should have just handed it off. Well, 3rd and 9, my apologies. But after a 2nd and 1, it's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Not where you want to be. Let's see what the play call is going to be right here.
Now they do 1 or 2 first downs and then just air goes out of it.
Yeah, their drives just stall out.
High snap, runs out of the pocket and throws the ball in the area of a receiver.
There's been a couple of times that roughing the passer isn't questioned. But also, he would never be in these situations, Andre Locke, if he wouldn't keep on running backwards and trying to reverse field.
Right.
And he's putting himself into harm's way by doing that to himself.
Well, you were mentioning Lamar Jackson early on, and that is something you wouldn't see from Lamar Jackson.
No, absolutely not. That is Tyler Huntley now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to punt this time.
Or looking like Jalen Hurts the last couple of weeks.
Oh, there you go. How hurt is Jalen Hurts?
Pretty hurt.
Good for the Buccaneers.
I never wish injuries on anybody, but yeah, great for the Bucs.
Run out of time again here. Another penalty.
And another penalty. But I say, do we got a spotter somewhere like to tell us how many penalties there's been in this game?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're getting close to 30 at this point.
Got to be somewhere in that vicinity, yes.
I think there's been 10 delayed games by itself. 4th and 14. They're going to punt the ball away. It looks like the Red Raiders might try and come block it. Trying to overload one side.
They do look like they're trying to come for it. They backed off real quick, though.
Almost got the block.
High kick takes a slow bounce in favor of the Cowboys. When that ball started bouncing toward for the Cowboys situation, it was going an inch every minute, I think.
Well, for some reason the clock ran for like an extra 7 seconds after the ball was downed.
Yeah.
But we're about to be going into the 4th quarter, and we are in a barn burner. It's just a matter if the Cowboys can sustain a whole drive instead of getting 2 first downs and getting stopped.
23 seconds left to go, though, in the 3rd quarter.
Let's see what Petrie's going to do here on this drive. Wouldn't be surprised if they just hand off the ball right here and take it to the quarter.
Twins left and right. Ball starting out at the 38-yard line. And you called it. And he was hit in the backfield. Fumble on the play. Petrie is complaining to the referee about something.
And it looks like the Cowboys are going to take over here.
Again, no official word on it. Was the whistle already blown? They want timeout.
They're trying to get the clock stopped. Yeah, another extra 10 seconds ran off right there. And it's going to be Cowboy ball.
15, and I don't know the other number.
Yep.
Now let's
Now-
see if the Cowboys are going to run the ball and take it to the corner.
Another opportunity to start inside their opponent's territory.
Well, that was also another opportunity by the Red Raiders to take full control of this game. But they're letting the Cowboys hang around, even though they are not doing any favors for themselves.
Somebody needs to tell these teams that are warming up how long it's been taking to play a half.
Yeah, for real. If I'm Arnold Riggs, I'm telling my quarterback at the turn of the fourth quarter, watch the play clock and don't reverse your field. That's all I'm telling him.
Quick pass over here in the flats on the left. A little bit of running room. That was a great play by the Cowboys, picking up 8 yards on the play.
That is all you need to do, and that should take the momentum to the quarter. That is the end of the third quarter, with the Texas Red Raiders beating the Illinois Cowboys 20-12, with the Illinois Cowboys driving for a chance to tie the game.
All right, you are watching USA Bowl Weekend on 360 Sports. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. That was a short break. We are trying to get this game over with, and but we've got a lot of football yet to play. 20-12 is the score. Lock, hands off.
Boom.
There's some running room. Good enough for a first down to the 21-yard line.
Those running lanes have been there all night long, Billy. It's just a matter of if they can stay on schedule. That's the only thing. When their offense is clicking, but all it takes is one play to stall their drive, and it just ruins it.
Handoff, and they were bringing the kitchen sink that time and got the running back in the backfield before he had any chance to get running.
Well, the kitchen sink hit the running back right in the face, and it took it for a negative 3-yard play right there. And after I said that they can run the ball and stay on schedule, that this is the negative play that I'm talking about. So now I feel like they're going to try and pass the ball, and something's going to happen. It could be amazing, or it could be bad. But right as soon as they get away from the run game that's been working, the offensive drives usually stall out for the Cowboys this game. We're going to see if we can change the narrative with this play right here.
Plenty of time left on the play clock. We're down to 10 seconds. Quick throw across the middle. It was thrown underneath. A little bit of bumping going on there, but not enough to make a call.
One thing I will say is there's not been a lot of secondary penalties called in any of these games that we've called today. A lot of clean pass coverage for the most part.
There's been 2 that I can remember that were obvious that were called.
Yes.
You couldn't get away from them.
But I think those are the only 2 that have been called all game. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 13 for the Illinois Cowboys here. I think the Red Raiders are gonna bring the house. They're gonna bring the kitchen sink again and make Andre Locke throw a good ball.
Cowboys down to 5 seconds left on the play clock. They need to get the snap off. They do.
Well, they don't send the
Looking,
kitchen
Locke
sink.
throws the ball. He has a man out there, and he makes a catch.
Makes the catch at the 5-yard line on the skinny post route right over the middle, threading the needle in between two defenders. That's probably the best throw I've seen Andre Locke throw all night. So as long as he gets better as the game goes along, that works out for them.
Now they should go back to the run game, I'm sure.
I would assume so on first down.
Everybody coming in. Bad snap. He was able to come down with it. And it is a touchdown for the Cowboys from Illinois.
Broken play, turned into a score, very high snap, somehow got the handoff off, and all it took was 2 broken tackles and lunging for the line, but he ended up getting in. So touchdown Cowboys, and we're a 2-point conversion away from a tie ball game.
Don't see the play clock moving here right now, which surprises me a little bit. Now it is.
Let's see what this play call is going to be on 4th down. You still got 20 seconds going to the line.
Oh, yeah, got plenty of time yet. 3 receivers now to the right, 1 to the left. See if he'll throw it up and for a leap on the left side. Threw it across the middle, and it is
It was incomplete.
incomplete. Okay.
That's the second time they've tried to hit him with the RPO slant on the 2-point conversion, and that's the second time they haven't been able to get it. So the difference in this game so far, 3 touchdowns scored on both sides, but the Red Raiders were able to get 1 of their 2-point conversions, which is the difference in the ballgame.
12:55 left to go in the ball game. It's 20-18. Texas Red Raiders over the Illinois Cowboys.
You haven't said Dallas Cowboys yet,
Not yet.
and I haven't said Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Yeah.
So we're doing a pretty dang good job right now.
When I say Texas, I keep thinking, did I say Tech?
I've just gone to saying Red Raiders at this point.
Yeah, I know.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows who the Red Raiders are.
Hey, Kyle, what's going on down the road here? Just another 1.5 miles, 2 miles down the road in 1 month.
Oh, the Daytona 500.
Yeah, man.
Another reason to come to Daytona for a vacation.
That's right. One of the best events. I know the Lake County Sports Show that we do will be there on the 17th doing our show on WQBQ1410.com. And you can listen anywhere in the world. And we will be there from 10 to noon on Saturday the 17th.
Always in the fan area.
In the fan zone,
the
yeah.
fan zone.
Yep. Always have great interviews. We interviewed the Dillon brothers when they were still in the trucks. And we interviewed Michael McDowell long before he won the Daytona 500.
Yep. Even interviewed Kel Yarbrough.
Yeah. Oh, no. Bobby Allison.
Bobby Allison.
Who had something to do with Cale Yarborough one time.
I always get the two mixed up.
Yeah.
But
All right, hopefully I get a chance. That was the kickoff right there. Hopefully I get a chance to talk to Natalie Decker, who just got married on January the 1st.
good for them.
And we've interviewed her a number of times. And the ball will be on the 30-yard line.
Well, now the Red Raiders, they have some pressure to score here. The Cowboys finally were able to get back on the board. Now all they need is a stop, and they just need to get down the field. I mean, I don't know if they can kick any field goals, but they just need to score one more time, and they have the lead.
And run some time off that clock.
If they want to. If they want to waste the next 12 minutes of clock on this one drive, they can.
Handoff, run up the middle, still on his feet, picking up 8 big yards.
Well, that's a good first start to the drive. The Red Raiders kind of went away from the run game for a little while, still trying to pass the ball downfield, but now going back to the run game, and they get 8 on the carry.
How does that keep coming across there? Here we go.
It's because I'm getting excited and I'm moving around.
Oh,
so
okay,
much.
that's what it is, yeah.
Going back under the line for 2nd and 1. Probably going to see another run play right here, but they're stacking the box coming with a blitz.
And handoff, nothing there. Great defense by the Illinois Cowboys.
Man, it just seems like this whole entire game on both sides. 9-yard gain, 5-yard loss. 9-yard gain, 5-yard penalty. It's like going back and forth. It's like playing with a yo-yo. Or it's like playing on the seesaw.
Do I dare say that things have gotten a lot cleaner in this ball game, though?
No, don't say that. You please take that back right now.
Okay.
You know, there's actually like wood on this table right here is wood, so you can knock on it real quick.
Oh, okay. That's third down now.
3rd and 6.
It's lost 5 yards on that play.
It's probably the biggest play for the Cowboys all game.
Quick screen over here to the left, and that second effort, he's going to be able to pick up the first down across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Good blocking from the wide receiver up top to set up for the screen just to give him just enough for him to push forward for the first down.
That was a great second effort on that.
That is the absolute best thing that could have happened for the Raiders right there, for the Red Raiders. They get a first down, and they stay in bounds for the clock to keep moving and waste some more clock.
Yes, they're not the Raiders. They're the
Red Raiders. The Red Raiders.
There's a difference.
Yeah, the Red Raiders are significantly better.
Handoff, a big hole on the left side, missed tackle, and still on his feet, and I think he's got another first down.
Got another first down and stays in bounds.
Keep that clock running down to 10:45.
Yep, we're underneath 11 minutes now, and they're just past midfield. If they can keep on establishing a run game, imposing their will, lean on that defensive line, they might be able to score with 4 minutes left if they keep on doing what they're doing.
And that's exactly what they want to do.
That's exactly what they want to do. They'll be up by 2 scores. Right? Yeah. Math.
Quick throw out here to the right, and fake footsteps were heard by the wide receiver.
Yeah. He was very lucky that ended up being a forward pass, because if that ended up being a lateral, that defensive back was standing right there to pick it up and take it.
Second down now, 10 yards to go. Ball inside of Cowboy territory at the 48. Two-point game. Looking. In trouble, and quarterback goes down. Petrie.
That's only the second time they've been able to get to him all night. He's been able to evade pressure. And that's a big play for the Cowboys to bring up a big 3rd down and long. The Red Raiders got a lot of pressure here to get this first down because the Cowboys, if they get the ball back, they're going to have plenty of time to score.
I'm trying to find that play for this 3rd down and long. I can't find it in my notes.
It's usually on the back of the play sheet. That's a very short list.
Okay.
Pull out the bag of tricks right here. Do a double reverse. Do a flea flicker. Or they're in stacks.
And a bad snap. And the big thing was to fall on the ball there, because if the Cowboys pick it up there, they're in great position to go ahead in the ball game.
Well, it would have happened again. Them getting the ball in great field position again. I still cannot believe the Cowboys only have 18 points on the board when they've had 4 drives start inside of the opponent's 30-yard line. But
almost had another one right there.
Almost had another one right there, but now they're going to be forced to punt for 4th and Jupiter. Not 4th and Mars, but 4th and Jupiter. I'm trying to see who they're going to have punt this time.
They drew a name out of the hat?
That's maybe what it was. I mean, I feel like they're doing that for the long snaps too, because no, Petrie still is long snapping. Yeah, Petrie plays quarterback. He was playing jump ball wide receiver on a 2-point conversion. Delay of game again. So now 4th down and Saturn.
Okay, guys, you've delayed the game enough.
There's still 8:44 left to go, and the Cowboys are about to have really good field position yet again. It looks like they're going to try and block this kick too. They got everybody lined up on the line.
No need to do that here. He got it off.
Good punt.
Good punt. fielded in the air. Little move, got away, and trips over his own feet. And we have a flag call, and it's going to be a hit in the back.
Yeah, it's going to be a block in the back for sure. Well, I think that's why you don't have your quarterback as a long snapper, because he just got juked out of his shoes right there, right on the catch. That's why he's playing quarterback and not defensive back. Well, the Cowboys are going to take over in pretty decent field position here. We're going to see where it ends up after the penalty. But it'll be very close to opponent territory. Refs are still talking it over real quick. Yep, it's going to be a block in the back against the offense, so a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And the Cowboys will take over. 8:36 left to go in the ball game. And the Illinois Cowboys have a chance to take their first lead of the game. No, their second lead of the game. They scored first.
Better chance of scoring here because they're not starting in Red Raider territory.
I think all but one of their drives they've scored starting from outside of the 50.
Locke makes the call. He's got plenty of time as he breaks huddle.
Locke had a good last drive. Finally found some rhythm in the second half.
Two backs in the backfield with him this time. One goes in motion. Handoff. Misdirection. Up the middle. First down for the Cowboys.
Cowboys doing the same thing that they've had a lot of success on. A lot of motion in the backfield, trying to freeze those linebackers to get those inside zone holes to stay open just long enough to break through.
Had a big hole up the middle that time.
Same play again.
Keeps the ball, throws it, and it should have been a lateral.
Yeah, it's a lateral. He's calling it a backwards pass, so it's going to be a negative 2-yard gain. And that's the other part where you can go. If those linebackers don't flow with that wide receiver out there, you pull it, and you're basically running a speed option at that point on that RPO. He made the right read by throwing it out there. He's sort of just a little bit too high.
That's definitely a great call to run.
A lot of teams at the college level, that's their bread and butter.
Well, actually, the only problem I saw in that was the fact that the receiver of the ball was a little bit too far away from the quarterback. Maybe should be a little closer in.
Well, they're running it with the outside receiver and not the slot, which is the problem.
Yeah. Back goes in motion to the right, handoff to the running back as he comes back to the left. And up to the original line of scrimmage, third down.
Third down and 10. They ended up handing it off that time on the RPO action. But he had a wide open hole. He ended up choosing the hole to the right where there was no hole at all instead of going to the wide open hole to the left.
Now, explain to the people at home RPO action.
Run pass option. So you can either hand off the ball or pass it.
Just want to make sure everybody knows that. The common person that isn't a big football coach type person.
The offensive linemen act like as though it's a run. It's like it's a run pat, like a run play.
Man
Same
goes in
option.
motion, looking, making a throw across the middle, wide open, stiff arm, and going to be brought down. He leg tied him that time.
And that is exactly what the coaches were trying to look for right there. Those linebackers are frozen in the middle of the field right now with all these motions and handoffs. One linebacker's looking at the guy going out in a motion for the swing pass. One linebacker's looking for the running back on a handoff. None of the linebackers are looking for the pass over the top. And Andre Locke hit him perfectly in stride, and they are in scoring position.
Yeah, the safety's got to pick that up.
Well, the safety's over there staring at the running back too. They're getting frozen by all these motions. You're seeing all these top NFL offenses like the Ravens, like the 49ers. They do the most options in the NFL.
Man goes in motion again. Handoff to the running back off the left side. He's brought down.
They should have thrown it out to the swing pass that time. Linebackers didn't follow. You had one-on-one blocking.
These defenders for the Texas team look like they have done some rodeo work when they bring these running backs down. Looks like cattle wrestling.
Yeah, it looks like cattle wrestling. Either that or it looks like they've been doing sumo wrestling.
Yeah.
Second down and goal from the 6-yard line this time. I want to see if they stick with this RPO action or not. I feel like you're a little bit too close to the goal line to do that now. because you don't have a lot of the field to work with.
They need to keep their eye on that play clock down to 5 seconds.
While they're staying in that same formation.
To get it off, quarterback keeps the ball. He's still running up the middle, and he's just short of the goal line. Great surge there by Locke.
Yeah, that's just one of the many options you can do out of that play. The quarterback can just go ahead and keep it instead of pitching it out to the motion man. So good play call, dragged his feet, got 5 yards.
They're going quickly now here on 3rd down. We're inside of 5 minutes now.
Now they're going to high formation.
Quarterback is going to keep the ball. He's looking. He throws the ball out to the guy in the end zone. It will be a touchdown. What a great design play that was.
Yeah, fake the outside zone to the left, bootleg back out to the right. They were trying to hit the fullback out in the flat, but the wide receiver just ended up sticking over by the pylon and being wide open. The quarterback got caught in the run action. So touchdown Cowboys, and they had the lead for the first time since the first quarter.
We got a Cowboy down, I think one of the interior linemen it looks like, but he is up now.
No, that's actually number 7. That's one of their receivers, Devion Hodges, who's been basically their main gadget guy for jet sweeps and screens.
Why was he in the middle like that?
I have no clue.
Wow. But
I think he was actually in a fullback.
Now we have a 4-point lead, trying to make it 6 with a 2-point conversion, and we still don't have the player off. Okay, I was going to say they had the play clock going, and we didn't have the hurt player off the field yet.
I was about to say the play clock should not have been moving until that player got off the field.
Yeah.
But now you only have 15 seconds, and you're just now getting into the huddle.
The coach is using it for a chance to talk to the quarterback. And the play clock is down to 3. They're not going to get it off. Nope.
They're going to take the timeout or not? They're not going to take the timeout. I just don't understand what the problem is.
Well, you saw the coach as he's walking off like that. He's taking time to talk to him, and it needs to get the plays in quicker. That's not the way to send a play in when you've got a play clock.
Yeah, he's doing the same exact thing again. He's still talking to him, and now they're just now getting to the huddle, and there's 10 seconds left on the play clock.
That's where the problem is. They're down to 5, 4, 3.
No,
2,
they couldn't get lined up right.
1. There it is. It's going to happen again.
I think that back judge is getting really tired of throwing that flag.
Yeah.
I saw his body language that time. He's like, "Yep, here we go again."
Coaches using high school methods to send a play in. Mm-hmm. You got to use the pro methods when you've got that play clock on you.
I mean, because in high school you have a significantly more amount of time in order to get a play off.
Yeah, it's considered 25 seconds, but
they're not going to call that unless it's like really bad.
This is really important right here.
Yeah, this is a really important play. I mean, you're snapping it from the 12-yard line.
Just does get it off this time. Throws across the middle.
Oh, that's a big play right there.
Has a guy wide open in the end zone. Gives them a 6-point lead, which if the Red Raiders go down and score, it forces them to get an extra point to win the ball game.
And none of them have been kicking extra points all day and only been going for 2-point conversions. So
right.
This is big. That's a big 2-point conversion right there.
Well, what did we say in the second quarter when we had such a mess of a ball game going on?
Oh, that's going to come down to a barn burner at the end.
That's right, and that's what we got right now.
And I love it. I loved it. Every single game we've had today has been a one-possession ball game.
Yep.
All of them have been great. There's been no blowouts, which is the way the championship game should be.
Well, 26-20, the Cowboys of Illinois are ahead in the ball game.
Well, this is usually what happens when you got the champion of one league going against the champion of another league in a summer national championship game, the 17th annual USA Bowl national championship game, might I add. And, I mean, usually this is where you're going to get the best games.
4:31 left to go in the ball game, and we will see what kind of fireworks we can have here. You don't have to spend money on fireworks. It's just right here, you got it. You got it right in front of you.
These are all the fireworks that we needed right here, Billy. And it looks as though the ants have made their way down here.
Yeah, I know. I've been killed off 3 or 4 of them.
You've only killed off 3 or 4?
Yeah, you got a bunch of them, huh?
Oh, yeah. They're everywhere.
That's what happens when a press box is full of food. There is a line drive
live
kick.
ball.
Trouble picking it up. And somebody finally picks it up, and they're going to take it to the 39-yard line, I think.
I think he's going to be a little bit past the 39. No, 38. 38-yard line. But, yeah, that it took probably a little bit too long in order to pick up that ball. The one guy on the up line put out his left hand, and he ended up hitting the ball. So the guy behind him had to run all the way up to go pick up the ball, and he barely did it just in time.
Well, I always like to use baseball analogies. It looked like a Little League right fielder.
Yeah. Instead of getting in front of the ball, he just puts his arm out just to hope he can get the ball.
Well, usually the right fielder's the weakest guy on the team, and he has trouble picking the ball up.
Which is weird because right as soon as you get to the major levels, the right fielder is usually the best.
Yeah, he's one of the best. He's got to have the best arm. Petrie back out at quarterback. Handoff, no running room. Cowboys catch him right as he gets to the line of scrimmage. Picks up maybe half a yard on the play.
Yeah, ever since scoring not the last touchdown, but the touchdown before that, this defense is energized and playing with a lot of passion. And they're all 11 hats going to the football, and they're playing the way that the defense should be playing. Petrie started off the game really hot, but in this whole entire second half, he hasn't done much. I think they have 1 touchdown in the second half and 1 kind of decent drive.
He's got triplets here on the right, 1 receiver to the left, and got plenty of time. It looks like they're trying to change the play at the line.
They still got 10 seconds.
He's going to back right into his running back. I thought maybe they'd do one of those trick plays. And
that's what I thought, too.
And he's hit as he throws the ball, and it just falls to the ground at the 45-yard line.
Oh, wow. It looked like number 15 for the Illinois Cowboys, Vontae Smith. He wasn't even the one that hit the quarterback on the play, but he was taunting him while he was on the ground. I'm surprised there wasn't a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Illinois Cowboys at the end of the play.
Need to pick up something here to make a 4th down play much easier.
Yeah, make it a 4th down and manageable. You don't need to get it all at once. But knowing Petrie, he's probably going to try and throw it deep. Oh, they're going to try and set up the screen.
It's intercepted by the Cowboys. That linebacker read that perfectly.
That's not even a linebacker. That's a defensive end.
Oh, okay.
Defensive end saw that nobody was blocking him, and he ended up just standing right there where the ball was going to be. That might be the deciding factor right there, Billy.
3:21 left to go in the game. Game's not over with yet.
Well, the Red Raiders still have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to play with. So the Cowboys would have to get a couple. The Cowboys would have to get a couple of first downs in order to finish off this game. Or if they just go ahead and go score right quick, it's a 2-possession game with less than 3 minutes to go.
Yeah. I think you'll see the Cowboys keep the ball, though, on the ground if at all possible here.
They're going to do their hardest to stay on schedule like they've done the second half.
Been a much better second half than it was first half for both these teams.
Honestly, hit them more with the RPO action. Do that dual running back set, flare one out to one side, and then you have like 4 different options of a play. As long as Andre Locke makes smart decisions, it's probably the best play you got in your playbook right now.
And keep the ball inbounds.
Keep the ball inbounds. Run the ball and keep it inbounds.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. He keeps the ball, and Locke is going to go down for a big loss at the 30-yard line.
All right, it looks like the coach is going to take a timeout.
Yeah, that was a good place to call a timeout right there.
I think that you go ahead and use your timeouts now So you still have the 2-minute warning in play, and you still have the most time left over whenever you get the ball back.
Did we get a timeout or not?
Yes, we did get a timeout.
It doesn't look like it.
No, the play clock's running, but the game clock's not running.
Oh. Well,
Yep.
I don't see the players going to the sidelines. That's why I asked.
Well, now they are. Well, the Cowboys are.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I guess they did call a timeout.
And
Okay.
they just put 3:12 back on the clock.
Okay. Thing is, they didn't call a timeout to meet with the coach. They called a timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, that's all they did.
Usually don't see that, though.
No, most of the time whenever teams call timeout, especially in the upper levels, they usually get media timeouts. So, yeah, you get that extra time to go talk to your coach, to go talk over game plan. But we finally figured out who the guy in the yellow beanie is, the guy that looks like a flag. It's the head coach for the Raiders. It's the head coach for the Red Raiders, Courtney Miller.
Second down. 16 yards to go for a first down.
They're in the same formation as the RPO action.
Yep.
There it
Man
is
goes in motion. Hand off to the back. He bounces off the first guy that tried to make the tackle. Gets back up. Not quite to the original line of scrimmage, but a nice pickup on that play.
The only thing I'm going to say is that Devion Hodges, the guy who went out on the flare route, he was wide open with a lot of room to run if Locke would have thrown him the ball right there.
Let's see if the coach notices that. Got another timeout called here to stop the clock.
Yep, Courtney Miller's going to use all 3 timeouts right here. I expect the Cowboys to run the ball one more time. Gonna see if they go for it on 4th down. That'd be kind of interesting, actually. Running it would make no sense because the clock's still going to stop on the turnover of downs anyway on the 4th.
Right.
So if they run the ball twice, stopping the clock once, it'd leave probably 2:50, 2:45 left on the clock.
By the way, I will seal this up because I don't want ants to get in there.
That is a smart idea.
Yeah. There. Got it done.
There we go. Probably want to seal that up too.
That won't be quite as bad.
You never know.
Yeah, I agree. And 2 backs in the backfield looking to pass. He's going to be in trouble. He needs to just throw it out at an interception by the Red Raiders at the 13-yard line, return to the 21.
That is the absolute last thing that you needed to happen. They didn't do the RPO action. They just tried to pass the ball. They sent an all-out blitz. Both running backs did not stay in and help block. And the Texas Red Raiders have life with 2:53 left to go. And they get to preserve a timeout. And they have the 2-minute warning.
And Nick Petrie is your quarterback.
And Nick Petrie is your quarterback. Yes, sir.
That is a very positive thing. So who called the timeout just now?
No, there was an injured player.
Injured player, okay.
Injured player for the Cowboys. He's off the field. He's getting helped off the field. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
All right. Play clock is running now.
Let's see if we can get a Nick Petrie legacy drive right here.
2:53 left to go in the game. Don't need to get in too big a hurry here. Just
you got plenty of time.
Pick them off, and there we got it should be a free play, but they stopped the clock.
Yeah, they stopped it. So off encroachment against the defense, 1st and 5. Good start of the drive.
Yep. Would have been nicer if there was had been a free play and they got that completed.
Yeah. But still a good start to the drive nonetheless. You get 5 yards for free. I'm interested to see what the coach is going to do. The run game had a little bit of success the last drive before they fumbled it away. So, I mean, you still got plenty of time to run the football if you so choose.
2:53 still on the clock. Nothing ran off that time. Got to hurry up. Time clock has expired.
Petrie's confused again. He's like, why is the play clock?
I'm confused
so
too
early.
because the play clock started before the ball was put down from the penalty. I looked up there and it was at 22 seconds when the guy set it down.
Like the refs like getting annoyed and throwing the flag, but like he's choosing.
Yeah. First down
Well, first down and 10, so you don't get the 5 free yards.
and still 2:53 left on the clock.
Yep.
Looking, plenty of time. Throws the ball down there. He had a man open. Makes a catch.
You got to go.
Ball's going to be on the 25-yard line. Don't need to get in too big a hurry, but need to line up.
Well, if
Get going.
I mean, honestly, if you speed up the tempo, it'll throw off the defense just a little bit.
Stripes, young buck.
See how good they are at calling plays on the move here. Quick pass out to the flats and incomplete.
Well, bring up third down and 6. You are in a must-go-for-it situation here since you only got one timeout remaining.
6-point lead for the Illinois Cowboys.
Right now, the head coach should be giving Petrie his 3rd and 4th down call. If you don't get the first down or the 3rd down, you should already know what the 4th down call is.
3rd and 6 for the Red Raiders, looking for a first down.
You only got 5 seconds left on the play clock.
Petrie looking, throws it. He's got a guy on full run and just slightly overthrows him.
Just overthrows him. Still blanketed coverage there from the Illinois Cowboys. Great defense. This is the ball game right here with 2:15 left. If you don't get this stop right here, this game is almost over.
Yeah, if they don't get this, there's still 2 timeouts left, though.
Yeah.
Which probably would be good to get 1 first down if you're the Cowboys.
Yeah, if you can get 1 first down, that game would most likely just be just about over.
4th down now. 6 to go for our first down for the Marbles.
Twins with one receiver, with one right to the left.
And there was some motion on the line, I think, that may have pulled them off sides, but we'll see.
Oh, they're calling a false start against the offense.
Yeah, there was. I thought I saw the left side of the
I was gonna
line.
say
Somebody moved.
The left tackle flinched, and that's what
Yep.
made him jump.
Yep.
That is a heartbreaker there for the Texas Red Raiders.
They are going to discuss it, though.
I mean, I don't think there's anything to discuss. I'm just an eye in the sky up here, and the eye in the sky does not lie. Oh, they're calling it an offsides instead.
They are going to go call offsides.
Wow.
Makes it a little bit easier to pick up the first down here.
Well, now you can run the football.
Yeah, your playbook got a whole lot thicker here.
That play sheet just went from 15 plays to about 45.
All right, what are the analytics saying on this one?
The analytics are saying that you need to go for it no matter what.
Gee whiz.
Analytics say go for it. Motioning out to trips.
Yeah, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's got, he slid too soon. He slid too soon.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
You're playing for a national championship right now. And you slide on 4th and 1 instead of diving for the first down.
Yeah. Why? It's okay to slide at a certain point, but know where you got to get to.
To be honest, you are playing semi-pro professional football. You're not making millions of dollars. You're not playing for a contract.
Yeah.
Go for the national championship and dive. Don't slide. I don't know. Cowboys are going to take over with 2:08 left. 1 timeout and 1 2-minute warning.
2 timeouts with the 2-minute warning. Yeah.
you got to have better game awareness at that point.
I just can't believe what I saw just now.
You have to have better field awareness, and he's sitting over there on the bench.
I'll say one thing. I think he lost his team. I'm not so sure he can come back to this team.
Maybe.
That I saw a lot of disgusted ball players out there just now. How that's going to get us down to the 2-minute warning on that play.
Looks like the Red Raiders will call their timeout after their 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
Which will save them some time.
Yeah.
It's a smart move.
Yeah, it's been a hard-fought game. Much better second half, like we said.
Oh, no, looks like they're actually looks like they called the timeout at 2:03.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have done it that way, but okay.
Third down will be 2 minutes left. No. I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been below two minutes if they'd waited till afterwards.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm up here.
And all right, are we ready to get rolling here? Yes, we are. Play clock hasn't started yet.
Now it should.
No, it hasn't. There now.
All right. They're going to line up in their RPO formation. Well, it's not the same RPO formation because they're not lined up behind the quarterback.
Yeah. Here comes the blitz. And the running back is creamed behind the line of scrimmage.
It was still only a 3-second play, so you don't really lose any seconds of the 2-minute warning here. So now you're going to have a third down with no timeouts.
Hey, they ain't stopped the clock. Y'all didn't start the clock. Y'all did not start the clock. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was at 12:03.
What?
So 2 minutes left to go. Now you're at the 2-minute warning. So you're going to have, 40 seconds? You're going to have 40 seconds after a 3-second run play on fourth down. So the earliest the Red Raiders will get the ball back is like 1:15 to have a chance. With no timeouts.
It's a chance.
We'll see if Nick Petrie might have a chance to redeem himself.
You know, I feel sorry for anybody that's never had the opportunity to sit in the press box.
I know. I see everyone freezing out there.
Well, I know that I'm sitting there with a short sleeve shirt on, but I'm talking about all the things that go on in a press box.
Oh yeah.
PA guys going crazy.
Why is there still 2 minutes on the clock?
Yeah, there's all kinds of things happen in a press box. It's so much fun. And quarterback is going to go down with it.
Smart play. You stayed up for as long as you can before you're going to get creamed.
Now you have fourth down. You punt. You punt.
Looks like they're going to snap the ball with roughly 1:12 left on the clock.
Maybe even take a penalty.
If they were smart, they would take the delay game penalty.
Right.
I mean, they're already pros at it, so. So might as well just do it one more time.
Got it.
They're gonna call a timeout when it's 1 second left on the delay clock. Just FYI.
Yeah, it's funny. That's the
That'd be called the timeout.
the quarterback was in the face of the referee saying, "At 1 second, we're taking a timeout."
1:11 left on the game clock.
I'd have taken the penalty because it gives you even more room to punt.
It gives you more room to punt, and it gives you an extra second.
One more second, that's right. So we're at 1:11. 1-1-1.
And then also, if you save that timeout, you still end up, if they start moving the ball down the field, you can take that timeout to get your team all calmed down, come up with a game plan. But now, your team's stuck in no man's land.
I mean, I'm a guy with numbers. You have 1:11 left to go. They're going to punt the ball to the 11-yard line, and they're going to run it back
11 yards.
Just that one run they need to score.
Oh my gosh.
I know. That's stretching it.
For me as a numbers guy, I want a timeout at all times.
Yeah.
I always want that extra timeout that I need in my back pocket for when I absolutely need it.
Well, if it was Canadian football, I would have said 111 yards, but that's. And just get the ball off on a punt, let it hit the ground, and there was a fumble, and Illinois may have the ball.
Yep,
they do.
It is Illinois football. I'm not going to be the guy to say it because there's no instant replay official to overturn it. It looked like he was already on the ground before the ball came out.
Two of like the dumbest football plays.
We might have to take a look at the instant replay.
You have an instant replay?
I'm sorry, I was just so dumbfounded.
Oh, okay. We were sitting here thinking that the guy's knee may have been on the ground. But I mean, I don't think it would have made any difference.
Well, we're just going to go ahead and trust that the refs made the right call, and I'm all the way up here and I can't see it.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and do that.
We did. Kyle just wanted it more exciting into
we
the
always
ball game.
want more excitement. Always want more excitement.
101 left to go, so it took 10 seconds off the clock.
Well, there's no way for them to stop the clock again, so they'll kneel twice.
Yeah.
And the unranked Illinois Cowboys will be the USA Bowl 17 Summer National Champions.
That's a good job with the Illinois Cowboys, and I want to thank their front office for sending us a roster, and they were one of the 3 teams that took that and helped us out.
Time,
so we really appreciate that. We got to do one more game yet, don't we, Kyle?
Say again?
We got one more game.
Yeah, we still got one more game, but it's supposed to be the best game of the night. So if you guys want to go in and buy another link to the pay-per-view for the 6:30 game, go ahead and go do it. All you got to do is just go back to that homepage where you were on, and then it should be a completely separate link.
Yeah, and do it at usabowl.org.
Yes.
And make sure it's 360 Sports you buy it from.
Yep. Don't buy it from anyone else because that is illegitimate.
Yeah. All right. Well, the Illinois Cowboys have won 26-20 over the Texas Red Raiders here at the USA Bowl. As you said, the Summer National Championship. And we just appreciate everybody for tuning in to us. I want to thank Matt. And I'm just going to call it Matt because if I try to do your last name, I'm going to mess it up. Who has been our producer, Sierra. On the camera, Matt, who invited us to do this. We really appreciate it. And for Kyle DeWitt and myself, Billy Matthews, we'll say so long, and make sure you get that subscription for the next game because it's going to be a good one. So long.